Are you ready for the best Kansas City Chiefs insight? Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar, sponsored by ChiefsBlitz.com, presented by UnderdogFantasy.com. Sign up now and take advantage of their latest offer to play 5 and get 50. To secure your offer, use the promo code ChiefsBlitz to start playing Underdog Fantasy today.
Blitz podcast where the real fans unite. Every touchdown scored, we ignite the night. From tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yes, never too late.
Oh, the Chiefs are on the clock. The Chiefs are on the clock.
I told you.
That was the trade details are. Hold on.
Here's your Chiefs Blitz host, Nick Athan, with Lou Montagna, Tillman, and Hense Todd.
Welcome. Woo!
Let's go.
NFL draft time. Welcome to the Four Guys in a Bar podcast, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com and Underdog Fantasy. I'm your host, Nick Athan, alongside Mr. Hense Todd, Lou Montagna, and Tillman. It is day one. The Chiefs will have at least one pick tonight, hopefully, in the first round at number 31. It's going to be a wild and crazy first round. I expect the more trades in any first round in NFL history will be tonight. So we'll see. But before we start the show, let's talk about our sponsor, Underdog Fantasy.
Baseball is back.
That's right. Baseball is back on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you cash in today. You can play the Pick'em game. It's very similar to what you did with the NFL. We're doing the Chiefs stuff. Now it's all about baseball, and especially the Royals. You can go higher or lower. It's really simple to use. Their app is amazing. You just choose your entry fee. You decide what you want to play, and you just see the winnings coming if you know what you're doing. So take a swing today and make sure that you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, and they're going to give you a meatball right off the gamut, Bobby Wood Jr. special. So start with a W for your first entry and new customers. Make sure you use the code ChiefsBlitz. That's right, code ChiefsBlitz. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com. You can play NBA. You can play golf. You can play Major League Baseball. It's a great time to take a look. And we made it so easy for you. Look, we put the barcode up there. All you got to do is scan, sign up, put in the code ChiefsBlitz, and you are good to go. We appreciate everybody. So, gentlemen, here we are. Draft night.
It's today.
Round.
It's today. Let's go. Come on now.
We have spent the entire offseason wondering, questioning, mocking to our heart's content and to the destruction of our brains. But here we are. The NFL draft starts tonight in Green Bay, Wisconsin. I was born in Wisconsin, so it's kind of great to see. And the pictures are pretty majestic of that old, beautiful stadium in Green Bay. So, gents, welcome.
Let's go back. Let's take you back to was it Stripes? Bill Murray. I got the shit kicked out of me once in Wisconsin.
Maybe Bill Stripes. Yeah, Stripes. To me, that's that and Scrooge are my favorite two Bill Murray movies, hands down.
Oh yeah, you like Scrooge?
Oh God, I love Scrooge.
Big sports fan, Bill Murray, part owner in a bunch of minor league teams.
Yeah.
Big
Kareem,
Bears
man,
fan.
I tell you, man, Kareem, come on, man, seriously, let's
big
go.
Bears fan. Speaking of the Bears, maybe that's where we get our first action. Chicago
Could be.
That looks like a spot where maybe there might be some smoke, right? You got Ben Johnson looking for his Jahmyr Gibbs, maybe trying to get up there to get Ashton Jinty.
Could be. I mean, there were a lot of people speculated about who the Chiefs are going to pick, and a lot of rumors that they're going to maybe move out of the first round if they get something to their liking or their guy doesn't fall. I have no idea who the Chiefs are going to take. I threw a wild card out this morning just because I figured, Brett Veach is pretty good at the master of disguise. So, who knows what's going to happen here tonight. But
I think once we get to around pick 21, we'll have an idea of where they're going, because we've been saying it all along. They can go in many different directions. I don't think they're locked into a position, even though, plain as day, they got to upgrade the offensive line, but they have made some moves there. Nothing is set in stone. But if one of those guys, or if 2 or 3 of those offensive linemen for some reason drop and we're at pick 20 or 21, look for Veach to make the move up. If they're all gone and the the edge rushers that they liked in the first round are gone, I got to believe most of the teams that are in the 20s, teams that were in the championship games, teams that were in, the divisional round, I would imagine most of those teams, if they had their choice, want to trade back, right? Don't force it at the end of the first round, get extra picks, take advantage of where the meat of this draft happens to be. And I think that would be it would suck for us, but it would be great for the Chiefs for them to actually move back and accumulate a couple extra picks.
I think Chiefs go DB, man. Like, I agree with Kareem, man. I think they go safety. They get a good, strong safety, man, playmaker at that end. Like, if they don't go tackle, offense lineman, definitely go safety. Like I said, I hope they get Xavier Watt, man. If they get this guy, I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna love it, man. You got him back there and Hicks.
So do you think Xavier Watts would be worthy of the 31st pick?
Hell yeah, man. Okay.
I can see him sneaking into the first round.
In terms of, I guess, priority of what you're looking for, O-line, D-line, you've got your quarterback, somebody that's going to put the ball in the paint. I don't think you're not going to reach for a safety. No. I mean, that's just a recipe for disaster. Xavier Watts could turn out to be a great player, but in terms of tonight and getting value for that pick, that would be a tough look.
I say that because they went left tackle. They got the guy from, I believe, Moore at tackle. They picked him up and they got tethered for one more year. And they still mix and matching with the guards. But at safety, we really don't trust Cooks right now. You need a legitimate playmaker right there at that position. Right. I would definitely go Xavier.
I don't discount that. And maybe in the second or third round you do that. But with this pick, if they're at that point and say Eamon and Malachi Starks are off the board, I don't think you're going to force the next safety at that point.
No, exactly. Good point. Yeah, good point. Especially that
right. Yeah. So that's why I keep saying that it's hard to really say who they're going to draft, what position they're going to draft. When you get to around 20 and you kind of get the sense the way the board is falling, I think it's going to be a hell of a lot more apparent, or at very least, you're going to have a choice of guys there. And again, there just don't seem to be many teams that are looking to come up. So the teams that are looking to come up, the best case scenario for them is if, let's say, no quarterbacks go outside of Cam Ward.
It's possible.
It gets down to like right before the Chiefs are ready to pick. Maybe one of those teams like the Saints comes up from 40 looking to maybe get Jackson Dart at the end of the first round. And if they can't make a deal with the Eagles, then they make a deal with the Chiefs or the Bills. And I think any one of those 3 teams truly want to get out of there to get extra picks. So
that's true.
I think that would be the scenario that would work out best for the Chiefs if their premium guys are all gone.
Exactly. I got you.
Well, I'll say it's if you look at my list, my board, shout out to the baby girl that put it together.
All right, so whose list is this?
This is the golden jacket list. Don't you act like you don't know what the list is. This the golden jacket.
You only said it like 8 times in the opening sentence. So
my list. This is my list.
Just wanted to make sure.
List.
All right, talk to us. Talk to us then.
Have Erstrew there. Hey, if some of these guys fall to the Chiefs, Erstrew, dream come true if T-Mac is there for me. Nick from South Carolina, Maxwell, the other guys, man. Hey, I can't wait to see what happens. I think I'm going to be checking off a lot of names, from this draft. I think I'll have a lot of names going to come off the board.
Who are number 7 and 8 in the gold jackets? We can't see it.
Hold on. I got to raise it up, sir. So give me 1 minute.
All right.
We just want to know. We just want to know who's 7, who your 8. We just want to know.
Number 7 is Jay. Go ahead, Jace Pierce.
James
Jr.
Pierce.
There you go.
It's Todd Robinson.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Todd Robinson.
Savion Williams. Number 10 is Jenkins. Where you going to put him at? I got Jaden Higgins on there. He's a golden kid. Deion Walker, Isaiah Bond, Ollie Gordon, Kobe Bryant, Dante Thornton. And, I feel like these guys can really fit the Chiefs scheme of things if they can just pick some of these guys up in the first, second, or third, or, wherever they fall at. I just want some of these golden jacket guys, the hidden gems, the underdogs to get on the board.
I like the list.
What the hell? They on bikes? What not?
Yeah.
Some new, some fresh.
Hey, look, it's Lil Wayne.
Where?
Well, in Green Bay, famously during training camp, they have
let the draft come in let him come in a bicycle and sprain his ankle.
They have bicycles there, or kids can bring their bikes and they let the pros ride their bikes. They walk alongside. It's a big tradition in Green Bay. So
y'all know who that is.
I think maybe they're paying homage to that.
Ooh, got breaking news. The Kansas City Royals swept their doubleheader against the Colorado Rockies.
Yeah,
They've now won 4 games in a row. There you go. That's all the Royals talk you get for tonight.
Why they just boo Roger Goodell? I mean, is this how it is, man?
Roger's tight, man. Roger, I got a signed mini helmet from Roger. A nice picture of him and I from the draft a couple years ago. He's a good dude, man. He's made the NFL owners a shit ton of money.
Did you see the post? I don't know how. Maybe it was photoshopped or something, but they attributed the quote to Cam Ward about it. There ain't shit to do in Green Bay. It's cold as shit here. So I'm expecting the number 1 pick to get booed tonight.
Is he even going to be there? I would assume he's going to be in Tennessee.
He talked.
Another news.
He's the number 1 pick. He's got to walk across the stage.
Right. Let's see. What do you got, Hense?
The Denver Broncos are making a strong push to move up.
Yes, they are. They're looking to nab either a tight end or running back. That's their top priority, I think.
They haven't had picks in a few years, so they're answering.
Yeah, them and the Browns. I think it's the first time they've been in the first round.
Yeah, the Browns haven't.
So Nick, you believe that they go running back? Denver moves up that high. You think Denver going running back?
I think running back or tight end would make the most sense for the Broncos. They've got to make sure that they surround Bo Nix with.
If they're making that kind of move, 20 up into the top 10, you got to believe that's either for Ginty or Tyler Warren.
Yep, good point.
That would be my guess.
Good point.
Potentially Colston Love.
They could be in love with Loveland. So that seems to be more of a. I think he'd be a better fit there.
How long have you been sitting on that one, Nick?
Which one?
In love with Loveland.
It just came to me, guys.
You kept that in your back pocket till tonight.
I got to keep it fresh. We're going to be on for 4 or 5 hours, so
gotta keep it fresh, man.
I'm sure I'll have to take a potty break at some point, but yeah, I think Ashton Jeanty is going to be a wild card in this draft. A lot of teams are looking at him. The Raiders had an interest, but I think they go defensive line because they've got some injuries there they've got to address. I think Sanders, is going to be really popular at the end of the first round. I don't think the Steelers are going to take him. I wouldn't be shocked if they announce Aaron Rodgers as their starting quarterback this year at some point during the draft. But I think with the Broncos, listen, I've been doing a lot of radio shows this past week, and a lot of people asked me about the Broncos' legitimate chance to beat the Chiefs in the AFC West, and I got to say yes, unless Bo Nix has a sophomore slump. Their defense is sick, and I think they have to focus on offense in this draft. I think they need it.
Yeah.
Again, running back, wide receiver, tight end would be my first 3 picks for the Broncos. If I was running the show, I think Sean Payton has done a really good job at blending and molding and melding these guys together after the Russell Wilson fiasco. So, yeah, don't be shocked if Denver moves into the top 10 or 12.
Hey, whatever, Ruben, talking about special teams, maybe a punter. Man, listen, I'm just saying.
We're not talking punter. You're forbidden from talking about a punter until day 3.
Shout out, guys. Listen, guys. I still love y'all, special team people. I know my colleagues don't agree with me, but your boy love you punters. I love you field goal kickers. I love y'all.
Here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna take that microwave behind you, and you're gonna put all the punters and all the kickers in there. And you don't open that door. You don't open that door until Saturday night.
Just stick your face in there for a second.
It's all right.
I'm pretty sure the Chiefs are set at punter and kicker for a few years. Good. They'll be good.
Now Butker does have a $7.5 million pay.
But getting back to the Bronco, with Ashton Ginty, there's been like some momentum, or at least there was a lot of talk over the last couple of days that maybe Jacksonville, was going to go. I would think if you're going to move up or give up any capital for a running back, you better be set pretty much at the rest of your positions, because typically that running back you might have for like 5 years, it's on a rookie contract, but you're not going to waste 3 of his seasons getting good. No. So if somebody does go, I would think Denver kind of is in that position now, because it seems like their defense, it's never completely set, but it's pretty damn good.
Right.
And offensively, if they add a couple more weapons, they might be right there. So
they could be.
That would make sense. It would just be interesting to see what the price is and who'd be willing to move back.
If they can go and get a tight end, their offense honestly be right there. They'll be right there, man. Because a tight end with Bo Nix, they'll be right there, man. I mean, shit.
Hey, I don't care where they pick at. They still gonna suck. They still going to get beat by the Chiefs. It doesn't matter. Patrick Mahomes is still the quarterback. All he do is missing the key pieces on the other side of the offensive line. And now he's going to get some guys tonight. It doesn't matter what the Broncos pick. It doesn't matter what the Chargers pick.
For tonight. All right. So how about for this weekend, since the draft is like for all 32 teams, maybe we can just lay off the Mahomes talk. Just a little.
No, if you got the best player in the NFL, why not?
Absolutely.
Got to bring him up.
I'm saying there are other teams picking. There are other teams in the league. The Chiefs do play other teams in this league. So
it doesn't matter what. Like I'll put it like this. Now, if the Titans already know what they're going to pick, guys, right? They already know what they're going to pick. Why waste everybody else's time? 7-something minutes. Go turn in the car for this show to get on the road.
This is a TV show. It is a TV show.
It's their GM's first draft, and he's gonna milk the most.
It is a TV show, and they're gonna take their time. They're gonna savor it.
They're taking Travis Hunter.
They're hoping that they never pick here again.
Yeah.
So right now,
I don't know if Cam Ward's the answer for that one, but we'll see.
You know what? Is Cam Ward the answer for the Titans right now? Is he the answer for the Titans?
Well, it's better than what they have with Levy or Levi.
What?
Sorry.
What? What? He has
Will Levis.
Will Levis. That's it. Levi.
No, but see,
that's how much of an impact he's made in the NFL for me.
I mean, is it him or is the weapon surrounding him? Is it? I mean, what is that? Did they go get a receiver?
Well, they've got Calvin. They've got Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, they do.
Who has they got? Oh shit, He's got the hyphenated name.
The pick is in.
Akeen Westbrook or whatever.
Yeah,
they just brought in Tyler Lockett. I would imagine they'll probably draft another. They'll draft another receiver. So I think they're good at that spot. They've got Tony Pollard and Tajay Spears as running backs. So. Yeah, hey, if he works out that division, there's no dominant team right now. I mean, Houston's really kind of fallen off a bit. Maybe they can kind of regain things, but the Colts are kind of in a weird place. The Jags are still trying to figure it out. Yeah. Right. So, so I think, if Ward can kind of go, and Callahan's done a great job with quarterbacks wherever he's been.
Right.
So would you say this year sitting at that number 1 pick is like a bad spot you be sitting in, because it ain't that many. It's not the top of the line quarterbacks that's coming around, because you look at some of these quarterbacks that's coming out. probably number 6 or 7 in last year's draft. So.
Well, and I agree with you. Ward might have been like the 4th or 5th off of the board if he was in there.
So.
I think he might have gone ahead of like JJ McCarthy and even Bo Nix for that matter. We just know because we saw a couple of those guys play how good they were. But I think they only have to pick one. So forget about the rest of the class.
Right.
He's at the top of the class. And I think even outside of that, he's good enough. I mean, I thought he could have come out last year. I didn't think he was going to go to Miami. I thought he was just going to come out.
Yeah.
And he would have been a first-round pick, in my opinion. Right.
Cam Ward's not smiling.
Because they're booing him because he was talking crap on Green Bay. Come on, man. You got to read the
Green Bay.
I mean, you gotta speak your mind now, man. He just spoke his mind, man.
Read the room.
I was out of on a honey nut, out with the wife. So what? What was said?
I don't know. Me either. He says out here with a honey nut,
like Cheerios,
honey nut.
Honey Nut Cheerios?
Well, you went all out. You bought her a box of cereal, Honey Nut cereal for your anniversary.
I was out there with the Honey Nut.
He usually gives her plain, but for the anniversary, she got the Honey Nut. Okay.
All right.
You are a great husband, Hense.
What did he say? I didn't hear it. What did he say about Green Bay?
He said today, well, again, I don't know if it was photoshopped or whatever, and it was just like a picture of him and a quote. There ain't shit to do here. It's too freaking cold.
Roger's sporting the tennis shoes
it was
tonight.
just pretty much like he was like, which maybe he got caught on a hot mic that he didn't know was near him. I don't know.
Welcome to the NFL, young man.
Well, let's see if they boo him. Turn it up for a second, Hense.
There it is.
He's coming out. He's already booed. Pants too tight.
Yeah, good for him. Hey, listen, he's the best quarterback in this draft class, and he's going to get,
Oh, snap! Tennessee got Cam Ward.
He's going to go to a team that they can build.
I think he's a first rounder in any class. Quite frankly, I mean, he just happens to be the top this year, so he's number 1. But
right,
I like Cam Ward though. I like Cam Ward with the Titans. I do like that.
What you think about this picnic? What you think about this picnic?
I mean, listen, I don't think it's a big surprise. They let him know, last week, or they were gonna make him the number 1 pick. Already the comparisons to Patrick Mahomes. Hey, let's see what he is in a couple of years. The difference is he's going to play right away, and I think that's kind of risky at times. It worked for Bo Nix last year, but the coaching staff's going to have their work cut out for them to make sure that they can get him focused, get him ready. Don't take away what made him great at college. Don't try to change him. And I think that's highly, highly important that they don't try to do that. But again, no question, he's the best quarterback in this draft. He's going to be the one that we talk about the most, 3 years from now, I think, and he's going to make Tennessee relevant again if they build the team. I like the fact that Lockett went there, gives him a veteran receiver, didn't cost him too much money. It's a good guy to have around a rookie quarterback who has a lot of talent. And again, you can compare him at the college level to Patrick Mahomes and the things that he can do with the football and the way he throws and the angles. But there's been only one Patrick Mahomes for a reason, and we'll see if this kid in a couple of years can, be in that class. Others have tried and they've failed, so we'll see what happens.
It's just a playmaking ability of him, man.
The pick is in. Jacksonville's on the clock. Oh, Jacksonville traded up.
Yeah.
Hey, where we going? Where we going?
They going Travis Hunter. I think they got to be Travis.
They have to be going after Travis Hunter.
2, 4, and 6, 5th, 2nd.
I don't see what's the trade
and a first round next year.
Ooh,
they're doing a big pick swap.
2nd overall, 4th.
Ooh, Travis Hunter. They going. Are y'all thinking Travis Hunter right now?
I think it's got
to. I would have to think so.
It's got to be
offensive next year for Cleveland.
I can't believe they were smart enough to do it.
Yeah, I mean, offensive head coach.
Or they probably
trying to set the tone.
Yeah, true.
I'm probably going to go get Campbell. You know, the left tackle from LSU.
That would be a little reach.
That would be bad.
That'd be bad, but I'm just saying
that would be a bad. That would be.
But if they don't take Abdul Carter, they're making a mistake.
Yeah, I think Jacksonville do need DB though.
Come on, you put him with Brian Thomas Jr. Now you're talking. If Trevor Lawrence is going to succeed, you put more weapons around him. Forget about, I guess, an offensive lineman. You're not going to make this kind of move for that.
It's got to be Travis Hunter, him and Lil Wayne in the background talk.
So, Bo, you think it's Travis
put
Hunter?
Up our trade alert. Come on, guys. Let's go.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I thought the trade was only for the
no,
Chiefs.
all trades.
We'll be here all day. Come on, man. There's 32 teams.
There it is. Trade alert.
It got chewed out.
We're having some fun. We're gonna definitely have some fun.
The little kid that gets to ride in the fire engine. You're gonna put the siren on. No, kid. We're just gonna drive.
That's a lot to give up. Kudos to the Browns.
Hey, I know that.
Kudos to the Browns. I mean, I think that's just spectacular on their part.
We really haven't got a chance to see Andrew Berry work because they didn't have any first and second round picks for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this guy, he has a reputation and analytics, the whole thing. He's a very smart guy, but they just haven't had any capital. So here we go, man. 4
draft picks. You give up 2 late round picks.
But is it all worth it for Hunter? Is it all worth it for Travis Hunter?
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we'll find out. We'll see. But to me, Travis Hunter,
because they ain't got no good DBs over there in Jacksonville, man. So I'm thinking they go DB, and plus he can play both sides too. Hey.
No, they're gonna have to agree. The conversation has to be, you're going to start on defense and we'll give you some plays on offense, but we're not going to have you be a two-way player your rookie year. And he's got to be okay with that, or I don't draft him because he's been very clear.
So in Nick term, if you was the owner of a team, you would tell him, you're going to play what I give you.
Yeah, I would say I don't want any shenanigans. You're going to start on defense and we'll give you some reps on offense, but I absolutely do not want to play any of this stuff that he said, stuff that's been reported. I don't want any distractions with my number 1 pick. That's why I think you take Abdul Carter here. I just think that makes more sense. You get a generational sack master, a guy who's really gifted. But hey,
I don't think. I mean, you can't go wrong either way.
You can't. I'm just telling you from my perspective.
Those are the two best players in the draft, right?
Yeah,
Hunter, Carter.
Look at that. Look at all that high five.
I'm just saying you got a brand new coach, Liam Cohen. His job is to get Trevor Lawrence to play to his potential. I think the idea is to give him as many weapons as possible.
I don't disagree.
Yeah. Kareem said Lil Wayne is talking to him about his baby mama.
Come on, Kareem. What's going on?
Hey, Kareem is full today. Kareem is full, man. So expect the unexpected from Kareem. He's full.
Kareem's halfway deep in his fifth of Johnny Walker, I think. Yeah.
he's a fifth show.
No more touching the
hey, stop.
Hands off.
Control. All right, the pick is in. The Jacksonville Jaguars with pick number 2 will select. So guys,
what we going for?
No, it's going to be read by who's that? Eric Armstead.
Is it?
Andrew, huge boy.
He's a big boy. And Roger's a tall dude too.
I thought it was about like 6'1", 6'2".
Yeah, I think Eric Armstead's all is 6'6" or 6'7".
NFL man, Walter Payton Man of the Year. There we go. That's
any place for the Jaguars.
No, we have sound. I don't know. There's so many delays on all the screens. It's crazy.
Somebody got some sound though. I'm gonna find out who you are.
All right, come on, Roger.
All right.
It's Kareem,
Travis Hunter.
Kareem has hacked the live stream.
I have hacked the live stream. Travis Hunter is now
It's his.
The second round, the second pick of the 2025 NFL draft.
And how do you feel about that, Lou?
He said Duval. Like I said, leading up to it, I think that's exactly what they were looking for, was to just, he's got to help the quarterback. Trevor Lawrence they've got to unlock him. So Liam Cohen, you saw what he did with Baker Mayfield last year in Tampa, what he did with the Rams when he was offensive coordinator there. He was at Kentucky, like went back and forth, whatever. But the whole reason he got that job was to fix the quarterback. How do you do that? Give him as many weapons as possible.
Build their confidence up.
I don't know if Genty was going to do that as much. I think they still have Etienne there. So, give him the most dynamic player with the ball in his hands in the draft.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I don't know, man. I think the kid, I don't know. He got to put on some weight. He's going to play wide. If he's going to be full-time wide receiver or DB, either way he goes, man. But
damn, Travis Hunter to the Jaguars. Travis to the Jaguars, man.
But yeah, man. Other than that, man,
good pick.
I feel like it's a great pick. Kudos to the kid. Now they got Brian Thomas Jr. and Travis Hunter. You know what I mean?
Good point. Good point.
It's going to be in Trevor Etienne. So, hey, we're going to see what the Jags do this year. It would be a good pick for them. So now we're going to see, so who's with number 3? Is it
Giants are up. Probably. I mean, I would be shocked if it was anything but Abdul Carter, unless somebody else wants to come up and get him, and they got a good deal, because they drafted, what was it, a couple of years ago was Thibodeau. They paid Brian Burns, so they got now again. I would still add him. I would have as many edge rushers, pass rushers as possible, but I could certainly see them, if they did get a deal that they liked, and picks into next year, whatever, that maybe that would make sense if you didn't have to move down too far. But you just go get the pass rusher, and then hopefully one of the quarterbacks falls in your lap at the top of the second round.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good move by Jacksonville.
Sending you guys something. Sorry, here I'm trying to get a little work.
What you feel about what you feel about this move, Jerk?
Nah, man, I like the move, man. Like, you get a guy that you can trust. He can play both sides of the ball. You can put him in the nickel position right now. You can play him at safety if you want to. You kind of spread them out a little bit, but like to Nick, what Nick was talking about too, man. I believe you don't want to put too much on Travis Hunter right now. I believe they should keep in one position and just fill out with the, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you playing DB, right? Keep him at DB, sprinkle a little bit receiving, give him a couple snaps at receiver, or vice versa. Play him at receiver, give him a couple snaps at DB. But honestly though, it's a good move for him because he's very versatile.
Well, I think they probably, starting out, they'll give him every opportunity to do both, because that's what he wants to do.
Right.
And then at a certain point, I think it'll be incumbent on him if it just gets to be too much.
Yeah.
On the field might be probably like the easiest part. The more difficult part is during the week and splitting your time in the different meeting rooms and all that. How are they going to manage that? Do they want him to major in wide receiver and minor in corner? Or like Dre said, that's probably a great idea if they just play him at safety, where he could just like survey the field.
Exactly,
He's got such great ball skills.
I wouldn't mind
in terms of
that sound.
So it'll be interesting to see how they use him.
Turn that sound down, sir.
Who, me?
Somebody.
I don't have any sound.
Nah, I ain't gonna point at me. I ain't gonna point at me. Gonna say me. They don't know somebody. Who's the Patriot? Who is it, sir?
I went through.
The Giants are selecting. The pick is in.
What are we doing? I thought we weren't tipping the picks, Nick.
I'm not. I'm just saying the pick is in. That's all.
They said freestyle the hell with it, huh?
Nick,
Is that all?
the pick is in.
The Giants, the pick is in, so the Giants.
I thought they would trade this pick. I really did. I'm a little shocked. I thought they would. Well,
trade
you
need a trade partner. Somebody's got to come up. I mean,
will you be shocked? Will you be shocked if they select the kid from Ole Miss, Dart here? You know what I mean? Would you be shocked?
I would be shocked because I don't
big time shocked.
I think there's better chance of them trading back up into the bottom of the first round to get him. I don't think he's worth the third pick. So yeah, I would be. I mean, I've said it, ad nauseum. You don't pass up great for good.
Yeah.
And you got Abdul Carter sitting staring you in the face. Potentially another LT. Let's go get him.
Yeah. So the Giants is up next, right? It's the Giants pick is in. Yep. Okay. So the Giants go Shador.
No, he's not even going to go in the first round.
Oh, well, damn.
No, I think I think this is Abdul Carter, unless there's another trade in the works.
Nick,
and even if somebody
strong.
and even if the pick gets traded, it's going to be for Abdul Carter.
Yeah.
Okay, so Nick, everybody agree Abdul Carter? Hence, you agree Abdul Carter?
I say their jobs is on the line, and both of the GM and the coach jobs is on the line. So if it was me, man, you fall in, you get who you love.
Yeah.
If you love Jason Dart that much and you feel like he can change your franchise, you go get that guy number 3. It don't matter where you pick Patrick Mahomes at. When the East Word is going to pick Patrick Mahomes, it don't matter.
You know what? You take the defensive guy because the offensive coach is probably out at the end of this year anyway. So he's a guy that's going to play no matter what coach is there, offense, defense, the special teams coach. It makes no difference. He's going to be a player.
Nick, you called it. Nick called it, guys. It's not Hunt. It's not Shador. It's Abdul. Abdul Carter. Damn.
Yeah. Not Carter's special. He's got every attribute you want for a pass rusher. He has got the drive. He's had success in college. I really like the way they play defense at Penn State. And I think he's a can't miss. I think the first 3 picks are can't miss. I think now the draft is going to get interesting for me.
I'll say he is a can't miss because he got beat by one man, and that man is at the top of that board there on the golden list. He got beat single-handedly. Hey, the Giants, you are getting a guy that got beat by Ursery. So, hey, that's what I'm
17 guys. Let's put out a number. How many gold jackets go tonight?
That's what I said, 17.
Throw the board back up there.
Yeah, I don't think there's going to be 17 first round. There's 17 of those guys going
Come
tonight.
on, Hens, put it up.
All right, put the board back up.
Put it back on, Hens.
This is my number twos that first and second round. So first day and second day guys is going to go.
Okay, McMillan goes today.
Okay.
Move it up.
I think Nick goes today. I think we spelled his last name wrong, but I think he goes today.
That's right.
No, his name's correct, sir.
Yeah. So I think you see who's number 1?
Ursery is number 1.
Well, he's not going today.
I think McMillan
yes, he is, sir.
will go.
Confident.
I think Eamon Morey goes. I think Hairston goes. I think Golden goes.
You think Golden goes today?
Yep.
Oh, interesting.
And that's it.
Pierce might go today.
Let's go Pierce. So 5.
Yeah.
5 of these guys go tonight.
Yeah, tonight. Okay. But other guys can go in the second or third round, day 2.
No, I think you got some good players there.
I'm saying right now we're going to go with the premise for tonight. So I'm saying 5. Does anybody else want to play?
Yeah, I think I'm with you. I think
anybody in the chat. How many of those gold jackets go tonight?
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll
see. All right, so who's on the clock? The New England Patriots. Will they take the running back here? Will the Bears move up for this pick?
I think Patriots go DB.
This is so weird. At first, we did the factor or the factor cap if Ginty goes here, but then like I was saying before, like Jacksonville, are the Patriots feel they're good enough right now to drop in the great running back instead of maybe hitting the offensive line or an edge rusher or any other, premium position at this point?
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be pretty cool if they did take him.
Yeah.
But it just seems like maybe that would be a bit much. Stevenson, he's good. They paid him a decent amount of money.
Right.
So yeah, but it's variable. We got to shake things up. Let's go.
Yeah.
I think Patriots go online. I think Patriots definitely will go online. I think Patriots go online. Protect your boy.
If I'm him, I mean, I'm taking the running back. His success in Tennessee was with Derrick Henry. He had a solid running back. He needs a good running back to run his offense and do things the way he wants to do. If the Bears offer their first, second, and maybe a fourth, I highly consider they can still get a top offensive lineman if they go that route in trading with the Bears. So the Bears have 2 picks in the second round, I think. 39 and 39 or something.
Is it like 39 and 41?
Something like that.
Relatively early in the round.
So I listen. The Patriots have a chance. The AFC East. They have a chance to be the second best team in that division behind Buffalo. Yep. And they got to hit on a lot of things. And they've had a pretty good free agency period. They hired the right coach. They put a great staff together. But they do not have a home run running back. And I don't think they can be successful offensively without that.
Nick.
Yes.
The pick is in.
Oh, is it? They did not trade it. So
with that pick, who do y'all think you're gonna take?
I think it just seems so. I mean, like this was the one everybody's been saying the same thing. It's going to be Campbell, Membu maybe, but I think it's going to be Campbell, the one from the offensive lineman from LSU.
Okay,
I think they go best player on the board. This is Vrabel. So I think they go running back
aggressive.
You think they go Ashton?
I think
they certainly could. It just seems
it's going to break the hearts of the Raiders and the Bears.
I don't think the Raiders are going to take. I would really piss off the Bears. I think.
Yeah, it would piss off.
Go ahead and get Banks, big Banks, man. Banks from Texas, man.
Yeah,
take him. I definitely take him.
But if I had to choose, it had to be the running back. I get him.
Campbell just seems like a Vrabel type of dude,
right?
But
6'6",
is he that good? Is he worthy of the 4th pick?
Let's get into some Chiefs stuff. Around the internet,
might not be Nick. I think Genty's the highest player on the
Genty's
board
the
right
highest
now.
All right, so basically we did some polls today, and in round one, the fan 327 votes said the Chiefs will take an offensive player 60-40 versus a defensive player, which I kind of don't necessarily disagree with.
Landed that. Did we round on this?
Yeah, at round one.
There's no decimal point.
No decimal points here.
Damn.
The Chiefs will trade down, stay put, or trade up. 48% say trade up. I find that interesting. I find that very interesting.
Got to put the handcuffs on him.
Some of the Kareem said Derek Harmon is the guy he wants.
Not
almost
Derek
Andy
Harmon.
Reid says that they don't trade
Derek mother effing Harmon. Come on,
well, I'm trying to be somewhat civil here.
I
figured I'd wait till 8 o'clock before all the kids are in bed, and we can.
Then we get the old school Irish.
Hey, it's 8:30, 8:36 in the
Tiffany
East,
wants Luther Burden, Nick Scorton, Red Kingdom. So we'll see. We'll see what the Chiefs do. We got a ways to go. We probably have a good 3 hours. Probably before the Chiefs are officially on the clock.
A few guys that it seems like are going to go higher than we expected that would impact the Chiefs. I really think Walter Nolan is going to go a lot higher than we expected.
I think so too.
I think
really
you might see he's going to be a top 15 pick. I think Michael Williams, one of the other edge rusher from Georgia. Now he's a bigger dude. He's probably not as athletic in terms of the pure pass rusher, but he would be That's a Joe Cullen guy, right?
Yeah, he's a
Michael
totally Joe
Williams,
Cullen
but
guy.
he's going to be long gone. I think he's going to go in the top 10, maybe top 15.
Right.
It'd be interesting to see if Carolina keeps their pick. It's almost a given they'll go with edge, and we'll just see which one they go, which one they go after.
Okay, guys, pick is in. Pick is in, man.
Looks like they got a big boy standing up in the green room. He's got a green suit on.
I think it's Banks.
Hey, it's Will Campbell.
Just Will Campbell.
There you go.
Will Campbell.
So Will Campbell, the offensive tackle, goes to the New England Patriots. LSU, 6'6", 319 pounds.
So the picks, even though there was a trade, I mean, this was pretty much the first 4 picks. This is like every mock draft you saw.
Shock.
Just about. This is the way it went. Outside of the teams flipping, but it was always Ward, Hunter, Carter, Campbell. So now here's where it gets interesting. You don't know what the
Browns
are going to do, right? So
we don't know.
Do the Browns go quarterback, gentlemen?
No, there's no quarterback to take here. They'll take the quarterback in the top.
Shador? Why you keep knocking Shador?
No,
man?
sorry, no, it's not going to happen.
Oh my
if they do that, that's just demonstrating for Watson.
If there is if there is one team that I think one team that would really want Shador, or that feels that Shador could fit in that offense, it is the Browns. Now, I would think more so at pick 33, or them trading back up and getting a more impactful player here. Do they go with Membu?
The Browns are taking Mason Graham.
You think? Yeah, I mean, he would certainly be under consideration.
God damn, man, them over there in blink yet.
If you pair him up, with their defensive line the way it is right now,
I don't like this. If that's the pick, I don't like it.
What? Mason Graham is pretty good.
No, Mason Graham is good, man. But I'm like the top five. I mean, I get that.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Mason
But
Graham.
looking at Will Campbell, man, his arms are really short, man. Like people are saying, man.
But you know what? Like, go back to that Mason Graham situation, man. Like, I agree. Mason Graham with the Browns, I would thought they go offense.
Why you say that, sir?
They go offense because, like I said, their quarterback situation. I believe they go Shador. I do believe that because they need that right there. They don't have a solid quarterback, man.
Why Shador fit their system better than Mason Graham?
Yeah. No, I think they made their selection.
Well, it's two different. You're looking at two totally different things. I just think in Stefanski's system, it's more predicated on timing, not so much. It doesn't really need a quarterback that needs to move a lot, precision. I mean, I think he would fit his offense better than any other offense at this point. Now, do they now take him at this point if they feel like? If they don't take, it doesn't look like the Saints are going to take a quarterback at 9.
Right.
Pittsburgh at 21. They made one deal, got some more ammunition. They can use that ammunition to come back into the first round and take Shador later.
Yeah. Maybe they make the trade with the Chiefs at 31.
Honestly, though, I just believe they're going QB. I just believe the Browns go QB. I really do.
At this point,
man.
No, not at this point. They've got Mason Graham. It's
I would think
so Mason Graham. So it is Mason Graham.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Mason Graham from Michigan, right? The D tackle.
Yeah.
Michigan defensive tackle.
Yeah.
Let's see. He was rated the 4th best prospect. Junior, 6'3", 296 pounds. He's got a world of talent. I mean, listen, you can't go wrong with Michigan defenders.
I said that's a bad pick. I
don't like it either.
The Browns know for deep. They known for defense, guys. Like Browns known for having a stout defense. I get that, but on the other side of the ball, it's like where is the scoring coming from?
Mm-hmm.
Where's it coming from?
That's the problem. And unless they're going to take the running back, and clearly they didn't.
Right.
I mean, you're talking about offensive tackles.
Yeah, line, D line. It's either Membu or Mason Graham, I would think, for sure.
Yeah.
It is Mason
Good
Graham.
pick. Well, a good pick by New England, though. But good pick by
Although
New
the
England,
internet
though.
would
Will Johnson.
explode if Shador had been the pick.
No.
Niggas, you are not sold on Shador, man. Huh?
Why? I mean, what's to be sold on?
What can he do? Like he can do. He can make every throw. He's patient. He's poised.
He cannot. No, he's not patient. He's erratic.
Nick, do you see that offensive line? He was going. He was.
It doesn't matter.
Behind.
He's still. He at this point in his college career, he's erratic because he's just not consistent enough.
Man, I'm getting my ass kicked every damn play. What you want me to do?
I mean, the Kansas Jayhawks defense beat the crap out of him.
Well, that's Jayhawks,
and they weren't all that. I mean, there were some good players there, but hey, I mean, at the end of the day, if teams loved him, he would be off the board already. He's a top of the second. He's a top of the second round guy, or he's going to go 31 or 31 or 32.
Yeah, they're not out of. They're not out of. I don't think they're out of the Sanders business. They just weren't going to take him here.
Yeah, take him in the top of the second round. That's what I would do.
That's what I'm saying, Nick. That's what you would do. Talking about take him in the eye of the second.
Don't take him in the first round. That way you don't have that 50-year option in case he doesn't pan out.
Oh my God!
There it is.
Well, you don't have to exercise the 50-year option. That's the beauty part of it.
Yeah, Mason.
I do not like this pick, man. I don't, man. I would thought they would go offense, man. Go offense, but I guess hell, this is a defensive team, man. Like I said, I do like Mason Graham as the player. He is phenomenal. He is good, but with the Browns, nah, man. I thought the Browns would go offense.
Joe Burrow.
So the Raiders
Joe Burrow, Action Jackson. You got to get after the quarterback in your division. Whoever Pittsburgh puts behind center.
I know. I get because the whole division is like, besides the Bengals, it's like defense. It's all defense, man.
Yeah.
So Raiders are on the clock next. So
Shador, damn it, they getting Shador, damn it, they guard. I'm calling it. They getting Shador. I'm calling it. I'm calling it. Shador, you are a Raider.
So they'll be calling that all night. So now they went tight end, 2 years in a row. So I don't think they're taking Warren or Loveland.
No.
So it's got to be Membu from Missouri.
Yep.
The offensive lineman. Or I don't think they're going to go with Genty.
I don't think so either. I think he's going to slide to the Bears. I think he's going to be the slider. I could be wrong.
Hey, if you start sliding that, will you be mad if the Chiefs trade up and get him?
If he slides to 15 or 18, sure. I would. I'm not as sold on him as some other people are either. So
I'm not sold on Jenny. Like, just give him a decent offensive line, and then we can talk. But
he had a pretty good offensive line in Boise. He had a pretty good offensive line.
Maybe Jalen Walker.
Yeah.
So what you got? What are the Raiders need that you have for the Raiders?
I mean, they need offensive line help,
wide receiver,
corner, they need everything.
Line,
yeah.
So, damn, my bad. Let me regress. Geno Smith. Forgot about Geno Smith.
Go ahead, Lou. You say?
Well, I'm saying they do need a running back, but I don't know that you're going to take one at this point. Like I said, I don't think I'm sure they're planning on winning or being competitive right away, but I don't know if they're going to get to that point by drafting a running back at this point, at this position. The offensive line definitely needs help. They definitely need some playmakers. I don't think. Do you go with it? Do you go with a T-Mac here, the big receiver? Give Geno a big target.
Off the board.
Yeah, I think a big time playmaker is off the board now.
But what's crazy though? I forgot about Geno Smith did sign with the Raiders. So yeah, so I guess I do go. I would go receiver.
But he's a very polarizing guy. It seems like he's either going to go. He'll either go at this position, or he may not go.
Hold off until everybody else catches up.
No, but we can know. We'll want nobody else catching up. Who got?
All right, the Las Vegas Raiders have selected running back Ashton Genty. Junior, 5'9", 211 pounds.
Yeah,
he will fit. He will be in the Pete Carroll offense. He will be in the AFC West.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't draft offensive linemen in this draft, it's going to be very interesting to see what he can do. That was the top target. I think they need defensive tackle, but they weren't going to take one this high. And the Bears were certainly going to take Genty. I would have liked to see Genty.
Do you think they locked Tom Brady in a closet somewhere while they made this pick?
I think so. This is not probably what Tom Brady would have wanted.
I can't see him saying, "Yeah, let's go with the running back."
Yeah, all those years you don't take
all those years in New England. They never had like a big time running back.
How you feel?
They always had like 4 or 5
I'm actually
dudes.
I'm cool with the pick because I forgot Geno Smith did sign with the Raiders, so I'm like, okay, that's cool. But again, you need some protection, man. You gotta like open up holes for the man, for Genetti.
Well, if they didn't like Membu as a tackle or Banks to take him this high, then sure. I mean, he's probably the highest rated player on most people's boards right now is Genty. Yeah. So yeah,
good luck.
Yeah, I would have driven took a lineman though, man.
Good luck in good luck in Las Vegas. That's all I gotta say.
So with the number 6 pick.
Oh, and Pete Carroll is known for run first offense. It is Pete Carroll's offense, so.
Yeah.
Raiders are taking. Who are they taking, Luke?
I think they just picked Ashton Genty.
Hey, Ashton Genty.
Hold on. Yep, the pick is in.
Yeah, Genty was standing up celebrating, saying, "Let's go." So,
and he's wearing all black. So, hey,
he was ready.
But is he a good fit for Oakland, gentlemen? For Las Vegas, is he a good fit?
That's I don't know. It's for me.
I mean, how many running? I mean, if you can carry the ball, I don't fit. Yeah, I mean he's a great athlete. He's built low to the ground. The contact balance, they talk about that like crazy. I mean, the yards after contact, he would have been the second leading rusher in the nation with his yards after contact alone.
Well, right? you have to look at his competition too.
And then there was Scattaboo. So
my
offensive line for Boise State was solid though. That's a good offensive line too. Remember that offensive line does play the big role in that too. Got a good offensive line, man.
Hey, listen,
that's a lot of yards. That's a lot of yards after contact. So I don't know.
I mean, going to the secondary. When you reach the secondary. Hey, it is what it is. The man's a beast. But as far as like blocking, though, I mean,
and the Jets is on the clock. Who y'all think they're gonna be taking up coming up?
Oh man, if this isn't Tyler Warren, I would just.
I agree.
If I was a Jets fan and it's not Tyler Warren, I'm quitting.
Yeah, boy, I agree. I definitely agree with that.
I mean, they could go tackle. They could take one of the tackles.
That's true. That they could too.
Maybe they take. I don't think McMillan's going to go.
Maybe they go DB because Reed gone too, so they might go DB too. Who knows? They might go DB on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see.
But never know. And also, they got the all our state kids there too, so they probably go Josh Simmons. You never know. You never know. To bring that
Simmons that high.
I'm just saying. It's just my opinion, Nick. But I'm just saying.
If you're okay with the medicals. Why not?
Yeah. All right. So here's the draft order. Titans, Browns, Giants, Patriots, Jags, Raiders have picked. The Jets are at number 7, followed by the Panthers, Saints, and Bears. A team to look out for to move up is the Denver Broncos at number 20. Don't be shocked if one of the tight ends slide that they make a deal with the Bears or Saints. I think it's quite possible.
So what y'all think? Do the Jets go offense or just go defense? What is the biggest need?
I'd say the biggest need for them right now, if you're looking at it, is another wide receiver. They got Wilson. That's it.
T-Mac.
So if they got to go to the Golden Board, they got to look at the Golden Board and go get T-Mac.
Okay, this is Tyler Warren all day, every day.
Okay, Lou said Tyler Warren, but the board says T-Mac, T-Macaroni. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
With him out.
If Ursery's number 1, why aren't you
oh, wow.
jumping on the table for him?
Shocker pick for the New York Jets.
All right, go ahead, Nick.
Wait.
Come on, Nick. Wait a second. I'm on YouTube TV as well.
It's all right.
Damn, everybody networks.
It says the pick is in.
The pick is in.
But somehow Nick has the pick. What's going on here, man?
Go ahead, Nick. Spill the beans, man.
The New York Jets have selected Missouri offensive tackle Armand Membu with his 7th pick in the 2025 draft.
Okay.
So basically,
the Jets, huh?
that was it. Probably him or Banks. You know, I think they definitely.
That's already starting to suck for the Chiefs because now the two top tackles have gone.
Yeah.
So now if you're looking at tackle, it's Banks, it's Simmons, it's Connerly.
It's only one top tackle out there.
Hey, Lou did it on purpose. Hey,
I would be shocked
if
Ursery goes in the first round. I really.
Hey, Lou did it on purpose. He said everybody but Ursery, man.
Come on, Coach. I'm not that mean-spirited.
I'm just saying.
Nah, if Josh Simmons wasn't injured, he would be a Jet. No question.
Yeah. So, but looking at it, guys, man, it's a lot of guys. It's a lot of guys that still left on the board. Isn't who's the surprise guy that's sliding to you right now, Nick?
We're to the Chiefs.
Not sliding right now on the board that you probably thought they probably went earlier in the first 7 picks. What about you, Lou? You got
I'm surprised. I'm surprised someone didn't trade up for the tight end.
Tyler Warren.
Yeah.
Or again, I don't particularly love him, but he's very highly regarded, Jalen Walker. So I would almost think that this would be who the Panthers. This could have just worked out perfectly for them. Yeah. Where he falls in their lap because that's kind of what they need the most. And he's like on a lot of boards ranked as high as 5th. So I think that might be the guy next.
What about you, Joe?
LSU Patriots. I love their pick with Will Campbell. I love the Jets pick with Amon Membu.
You didn't like it when they made it. When they took Will Campbell, you were like, "What?"
I was a bit I was shocked now, but I like what they're doing. They're building up their line. You got to protect Fields. You got to protect Drake. See, I'm all about the trenches. You know what I'm saying? So I feel good about those. I feel good about it.
Well, that was.
I don't like Genetti. I don't like the Genetti pick. I don't like the.
You didn't like that one.
Okay.
Nah,
so
I didn't like
the guys are still on the on the golden board for me. Is Matthew Golden is still out there.
Ursery, man.
They're all still out there.
They're all still out there.
Start listing them off.
Hey, they're waiting to get picked. Hey, if you're a good GM and you looking closely at this golden board, so you probably want somebody off of it. It's going to set your franchise up right.
Well, you got to take it.
So how many people so far got off your board, young man?
Flip that off. Tweet it out so all the GMs get the golden board.
I agree with that one, Lou. I agree with that one.
I already slid it like I'm being truthful. I kind of slid it.
If you want those 5 guys that I picked to go tonight, you got to get the word out.
You got to spread the love, man. Spread the love.
Yeah. Some of these guys, I thought some of these tackles, Banks. If Banks start falling a little more and more and more and more, I can see the Chiefs probably trading up, going to go get him.
He has to fall quite a bit.
Man, Banks is the stud, man. I'm telling you, like, come on, Arizona, baby. Come on, Arizona, shit. Follow us, shit. We think.
Okay, so on my feed, Roger is now reading the Jets pick. That's a pretty big
Nick,
delay.
You are phenomenal, Nick.
What's going on, man?
Nick? Nick's
sorry.
Did I get on me last year for doing it?
Do I have to refresh my internet?
Hey, Lou, you funny. Nick, you take a Gold Jackets situation.
Congrats to Membu, Kansas City kid, went to the University of Missouri. He's actually in Kansas City with his family.
Now the focus is on Nick the Great. Nick, it's now all on you, player.
Nick the Great, man.
Nick the Great, man.
What can I say?
Hey, man. But that's a good pick for the Jets.
My internet's faster than yours. Okay. That's what you
got battle of the internet. Shit. Oh, shit.
We'll see.
Man. Well, man. Now, that's a good pick up for the Jets.
No, it's a good pickup. It's a good pick.
Good pick.
He's a good pick for the Jets. The Panthers are next up.
So what do the Panthers need?
Cowboys.
So what do the Panthers need?
I think they're going to go Jalen Walker here.
Yeah, I would think so too.
What do you think, Mo?
Get them a versatile linebacker. I think that makes a lot of sense. I do not have that pick yet, just so we're clear.
Okay.
I think they go. I think they go wide receiver.
T-Mac.
I think they go Golden.
You think Golden's going to be picked before T-Mac? I don't see it.
Yeah, I think it could be. Yes, you know that's what I see, Nick.
Ooh.
I think McMillan appeals to. I think McMillan appeals to certain teams.
Yeah, I agree.
Could have a trade.
Where they are,
could have a trade. Could have a trade coming with the
They
Panthers
both
pick.
play wide receiver, but they play the position so differently.
Yeah, vastly different.
Yep.
Now,
McMillan.
Golden was a Houston transfer.
Okay.
Now, I guess I threw a flag on myself that I didn't realize when the Chiefs worked out or met with Sam Brown, he is also a former Houston wide receiver.
I did not know
So
that.
I'm guessing they were teammates going back a couple of years, and that offense tends to put out, a lot of numbers. So we'll see. But Golden proved himself at Texas for sure.
Harry
Yeah, he
McMillan to the Panthers.
Was there a trade?
The Golden guy is off the board. He's off the board, so we're gonna mark him off where my marker at. I gotta get set up to go over here.
Hey, who's off the board, brother?
Hey, T-Mac. T-Mac is gone to the.
I don't have that one yet, but good for you.
Panthers, man. I'm at the Carolina Panthers. He's gone to the Carolina Panthers. So, hey, like I said, they probably go wide receiver here, and that's what happened. Hey,
The pick is in.
They got the best wide receiver in the draft class. There's no question about it.
Ooh, over Luther Burden?
Yes.
Oh, dang. It was a pause.
I was being dramatic.
I know you was.
It was my acting training from my acting years.
Ah, Nick. All right.
Did you guys know I was in a movie?
What movie was that?
Murder in Cayuga County with Johnny Cash and Andy Griffith.
Damn.
I had a speaking part, but they cut it out.
Damn, what the fuck? Why?
For the final edit. Yep. Down in Georgia. Yeah. I got a great Johnny Cash story for another day.
Hey, we here for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Little ring of fire.
Yeah.
In the ring of fire.
All right, you need to fill in the missing words for Walker and for Bond there, just in case people.
He's off the board.
There's one. Let's go.
As one goes, Jacket. Well,
Go,
hey,
Hensley.
good pick for Carolina though. Great pick for Carolina though.
The Golden Kid is off the board, guys. Hey,
I'm surprised he went that high.
Ooh, why is that, Nick?
Not with my tape watching and my.
Okay, well, I'm just saying. I think you know, I think it's the right fit. I mean, it's the right player to take for them. I just didn't think he would go.
There was a
I thought he'd be 15 to 20.
I thought there was a chance he would have gone at 5, perhaps, if Jacksonville stuck.
Got you.
Just to kind of play off of Brian Thomas, just a totally different type of receiver.
Got you.
Well,
but now Carolina jumps right in. Okay, let's go.
Good. I mean, listen. Every pick so far.
Bryce Young needs some weapons.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense what we've seen so far. Again, we all like McMillan. We think he's a potential superstar. I think, like I said, I think he's the best wide receiver in this class. And there were a lot of mock drafts. I don't know what prawn is, so I don't know.
That probably said porn, Nick. That's what they said.
Okay, well, I don't know. I don't represent either word, so
he said it probably says porn.
They're trying to say, "Would you start in the porn?"
Come on, Ruben. You know me better than that.
It wasn't a porn, Nick.
My story with Johnny Cash is more uplifting than anything else. So,
Johnny Cash is dope. I do like Johnny Cash, though. I do like Johnny Cash.
One of the nicest people I've ever met in my entire life.
Really?
So looking on the clock now, we have the Saints on the board. Now, could this where Sedora goes? Could this be Derek Carr? Look, Derek Carr got injured. You know what I mean? He shoulder, he needs shoulder surgery. Could be out for the season if you're looking at some of the doctor notes and stuff that's out there. Could they go quarterback here? Could they go Jason Dart? Could they go Jason? Not his name, Jason Dart. One or two. Or, Sador, you know what I mean? Or, Melrose. Melrose probably rises the best quarterback that's on the board. Melrose,
How is he not on your list? Why isn't he on the golden board?
He is on the list. He's in the this is day 1 and day 2 board, right, guys?
Right.
I have 50 guys that I think that's going to be drafted this year.
All right. So Milroe is not on your day 1 board.
There it is.
Yeah, he's sneaking in. It's a solid sneak in.
Gotcha. Right.
Surprise
sneak in. Gotcha. Well, I ain't about Carolina. That's a good pick for Carolina, though. I do like him. Got another weapon. We got Xavier Legette. Now you got T-Mac over there. Got a good running back in Sanders.
They got Sanders at tight end from Texas, my guy last year. So, they building a good, solid team.
They are building. And the T-Mac is a 50-50 guy, too.
Right.
A 50-50 guy. It's a good pick. But he doesn't do film study, Jim. He doesn't do film study.
It's not 50-50 when he's involved, man. That's his ball.
That's his ball. Yeah, you're right.
That's his ball.
You're
no
right.
50-50.
You're right. That man said the hell with film study. Throw it up. 10. He said throw it up. Shit.
He's a volleyball player. Volleyball.
Yeah, a good rebounder. A good rebounder.
So what are the Saints going to do, huh?
I don't know, man. I think
things have changed a little bit. They probably had no idea that maybe Jalen Walker was going to be here. I'm gonna push for Walker, but maybe this is Michael Williams. They tend to like the bigger defensive ends. Cam Jordan, bigger dude.
Yeah,
I think
I say DB because now Lattimore is gone. I think they go DB.
I'm going out on a limb. I'm going to say Sador goes here.
Maybe.
So I'm gonna say they take quarterback.
Be a little bit of a shocker.
It'll be a shocker. It's gonna be the shocker of the draft. It's always the shocker of the draft.
Jackson Dart.
That's what's gonna happen.
Jackson.
Who's the head coach? Who's the head coach of the Saints?
That's gonna tell you
Kellen Moore.
Yeah. Adios. Adios.
Adios for what? What are you talking about?
Adios is the coach for next year, the year after.
Yeah.
He takes Sanders.
Hey, Sanders is a good quarterback. I think he just had a bad offensive line.
That's what I'm trying to tell Nick, man.
Bad offensive line. Okay, if Sanders so bad as a quarterback, Mr. Nick, then how did Mr. Travis Hunter go to the get a Heisman Trophy if he wasn't getting no targets or balls thrown his way? If he wasn't doing all that, somebody had to pass.
So what the man said,
you could throw the ball to him and he would have the same amount of yards.
If I was an attorney, I would say objection. Mr. Hensley's assuming a lot of facts not in evidence.
Correct.
Nobody said he was a bad quarterback. Nobody said he couldn't do certain things.
I'm saying he's not a first-round quarterback, and I don't think he's going to be an elite NFL quarterback.
Nick was a little. Nick was a little erroneous in his.
He was strong in his delivery. He was strong.
He is good, but again, when you're picking this high, I think you want guys that have a chance to get a gold jacket, and it's not your gold jacket, Hensley.
He said, "Not your gold jacket, Hensley." All right, come on, talk to me. What happened?
New Orleans Saints are selecting Kevin Banks Jr.
Oh, good pickup. Good big Banks.
Interesting.
Good pickup. That's a good pickup there. You got to protect.
Yeah. I mean, listen to the top 9 guys are off the board.
Yeah.
I mean, top 10. Well, no, there's who's missing here.
Okay.
Jalen Walker, Tyler Warren, Colston Loveland.
Oh, I come up still on the board.
Yeah, top 10. Let's
still available.
Jalen Walker is the only one who hasn't been picked in the top 10 according to CBS Sports.
Yeah. So the Bears have just got to be like, okay. This is perfect. They could take Warren or Loveland.
Yeah.
I would think it's going to be the tight end.
Or do they take a Marion Hampton?
At number 10.
Ooh. Eric Bieniemy would love that, but I have small hope for Hampton sliding to the end of the first round.
I like that pick for the Saints, though. Kevin Banks, you get a nice, solid guy over there. Probably one of the best premier pass blocking tackles right now. Good pickup, man. I'm all about the trenches anyway.
That might be the last offensive tackle. That might be.
Sorry.
I think Simmons is the only other potential first-round offensive tackle.
Would you say, young man?
No, it ain't, sir. You got your earmuffs too tight. It's Ursery is the number one.
Man, your boy got too much glitter, sir. It got too much glitter, not enough glow, man.
It is very fancy. It is fancy.
It is. Oh man, listen, I know what it is. I'm just saying.
I thought there'd be more surprises at this point.
It's a little bit glitter. It's a little more glitter and glow. But here's the thing: is I think Banks to me is a good pick for them though, because you got to protect Derek Carr because he be getting his butt lit up. He be getting his butt lit up, man.
No,
you know.
If Kellen Moore really liked Sanders, he would have taken him, but clearly he didn't. So go fix your offensive line first and worry about your quarterback second.
Nick, whatever, Nick. You've been bashing this dude a whole time. I hope he do go in the first round, Nick. I hope
he could. It's very possible.
I hope he do.
It's very possible.
I hope he go to the Chiefs. I hope the Chiefs get Shador.
You know where I think he should go? Do you know where I think he should go?
Here we go.
You'll go to the Cardinals, like I said.
I think he should go to the Eagles.
Wow.
Oh,
the Eagles.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But
give him 2 or 3 years to be seasoned and then take over.
So what they saying? Let's get right into our sponsors before we get into the next.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah, let's get it.
Baseball is back.
That's right. Baseball is back on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you cash in today. You can play the Pick'em game. It's very similar to what you did with the NFL. We're doing the Chiefs stuff. Now it's all about baseball and especially the Royals. You can go higher or lower. It's really simple to use. Their app is amazing. You just choose your entry fee. You decide what you want to play, and you just see the winnings coming if you know what you're doing. So take a swing today and make sure that you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, and they're going to give you a meatball right off the gamut, Bobby Wood Jr. special. So start with a W for your first entry and new customers. Make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz. That's right. You can see right there the QR code. Scan it. You just stick your cell phone up there, click on it, sign up for Chiefs Blitz, play your first game, and it's awesome. It's one of the best out there. It's very simple and easy to use. And if I can do it, as challenged as I am electronically and computerless savvy, then you're going to love it. So we appreciate Underdog Fantasy for sponsoring us. And we are here live talking about the first round of the 2025 NFL Draft. I'm your host, Nick Athan, along with Hense Todd, Lou Montagna, and Andre Tillman. And the podcast is also brought to you by ChiefsBlitz.com.
Hey, guys, you know what I thought about, though? You know what I thought about? The Giants might have the best defensive line in the NFL besides the Eagles.
Yeah.
They got Brian Burns, Theo Box, Adu Carter, and Dexter Lawrence. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
we may have a shocker. Gosh. We may have a shocker for the Bears.
Uh-oh. Damn, that was like scary, boy. Shit.
We'll see.
Wow, look at that crowd. Damn. Green Bay's population is like tripled tonight.
Yeah, that's just the pictures from there were insane.
Man, she might be Kansas City. I love them when they came.
There's a fam cam.
There it is. Good for Kelvin. Show those tears, man, with your family. There's nothing. This is it, man. You remember this for the rest of your life.
That's right.
It's all good.
The pick is in.
Where's Prime? Where's Coach Prime?
So let's see.
The Bears have taken.
Stop. I'm just getting to the pick is in.
Stop. Damn it. Stop.
I know who made this pick for the Bears. I can tell you it wasn't the GM.
Had not Ryan Poles.
Who they got?
It wasn't Ryan Poles.
No.
Who they got, Nick?
No.
Nick, who they got? You gonna say that you said the pick is in? Who they got?
They have Colston Loveland, the tight end.
There you go. Come on.
Michigan.
Over Tyra, over Warren? Damn.
Hey,
didn't see that coming.
So that's a shocker. That's a shocker there.
I think I'm a little surprised that they didn't take Warren first, but
yeah,
Big Ten, former Big Ten commissioners, the president of the Bears. So,
well, both guys are in the Big Ten. So, but
that's right.
I think Colson, I think more of the classic guy. Maybe the knock on Warren is that they've had him doing so many different things.
Right,
maybe
that's what I'm saying.
That part of being just like an inline tight end, Now they have Cole Kmet there, so I think you're going to be seeing a lot of 12 personnel.
We know what, Lou? That's interesting because you got Kmet, but why would you go tight end still instead of
Well, because he's probably like the 7th highest rated player on their boards. Or at this time, he might be
Jalen Walker's the only guy that's slid so far.
Damn, man.
Well, again, that's based on.
Yeah,
so I just think maybe the GMs and scouts or whatever, as far as Jalen Walker, I think is only like 6'1". Ish. So there's not a lot of like
6'1", 243. He's not a big boy.
Yeah, not a lot of big time pass rushers that are under like 6'3", actually. Yeah, quite frankly.
Just saying.
So
who's on the clock? 49ers?
49ers. They're running to the with the card for Tyler. Put him in there with Kittle.
The number 11 pick, the San Francisco 49ers have selected Michael Williams, defensive end.
There you go. Everybody he's a big dude.
Big dude. Okay.
6'5", 260, edge rusher, junior from Georgia. You can't go wrong with Georgia defensive players.
So obviously Jalen Walker overrated by the pundits and so forth, having him at 5. We had his teammate go ahead of him. Much bigger dude. If you're going to screw up, you screw up with a bigger guy.
This first round's going pretty fast, guys. I'm impressed.
Get the breaking news, Nick.
Yeah, the NFL schedule will be released Wednesday, May 14th, which means on Monday, well, probably right after the draft, you'll get the opening weekend game. I think the Chiefs are going to go to
start leaking
play overseas against the Chargers in week 1. You'll get some of the prime game. Probably the 3 games for Christmas Day will be probably released as well. I expect the Chiefs will be playing at home this year on Christmas Day, is my guess. That will be on a normal Thursday. So we'll see what that happens. But usually they kind of leak those out or get those out prior to their schedule release. But it's going to be 3 weeks.
They usually give the international games first. The Chargers are playing in Madrid.
No, I think it's San Pablo
in Brazil.
Brazil?
Yeah. Sao Paulo.
Sao Paulo, sorry.
I had to ask you a question here. With the Cowboys on the clock, do you see them taking Matthew Golden? You know what I mean? They got a wide receiver.
That would have been a really good landing spot for McMillan, just because, again, different type of receiver than CeeDee Lamb. They certainly do need a number 2 receiver. Mm-hmm. Their history has always been, every time, as much as we make Jerry out to be the showman, they always kind of stick to the O-line, D-line. And the only reason they took Micah Parsons is because he inexplicably made it down to them that year.
Yeah.
Because they were picking at 8 or 9 or whatever, maybe 10, whatever it was. I could say Golden would be a really good fit there.
Yeah, I look as I look back at the Golden board, guys. He sits there at number 5, and then Golden.
And I'm gonna wear this. I'm gonna wear this until somebody picks him. Tyler freaking Warren is on the board.
Yeah, how do you pass him up? That would be perfect.
They've got some decent tight ends down there. They had 3 of them. I think they traded Hendershot to the Chiefs. Nobody as good as Tyler Warren. So no. I agree with you. Golden would be a great pick, but if Warren's sitting there, come on, man,
you got to take it.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, man.
I have to say, man, if you look at the Golden board, man, you got to go get Matthew Golden. Go on side of CeeDee Lamb.
Golden on the Golden board.
On the Golden board before they go to, get Prescott, get him out that sleep number bed. You know what I mean? Get him some actually good weapons to go around on the field with, to go to war with. Matthew Golden to the Cowboys will be a good fit if he don't slide all the way to my Chiefs. Our Chiefs.
Wow.
That was very selfish of you, gentlemen. I mean, sir. No, I don't know. The Todd Warren is nice. I think Cowboys got to get him. Man.
I'm sure they had no inkling that he would be here. Loveland, maybe.
Yeah.
But with Warren just being able to do so many, I don't know how you pass that kid up.
I don't know.
I have a pretty big bias, with him. I just think he's a great player. He can do whatever you need him to do.
Yeah.
It's probably be a little shock here. You never know. The Cowboys, you know what I mean? You never know, man. It's some good. Who's your
they take kicker.
They got like the best. They got the best kicker in the league.
Oh my God, I'm done with the Cowboys. Cowboys fans must really hate. God, they hate them. They hate the GM. I know they hate Dallas. I know they do.
But they've drafted well. I mean, you look back at their draft. They have drafted well. They kind of mismanaged the contracts and they kind of screw around with that stuff. They overpaid their quarterback, but they've drafted really well.
Man. Dak Prescott, I'm done with Dak. I'm done with that dude. I'm just done with Dak.
So what you got?
Whoa, look at the elk in Colston Loveland's house. Big game hunters there.
There you go.
But the Niners are up first, right? Or did you say? Did we already get their pick?
Yeah, we already got their pick.
That was Mikael Williams. Okay, so now the Cowboys. Yeah. I mean, Warren. Depending on how they have Jalen Walker rated, but I don't think they go there.
Yeah, Williams was top 25. A little.
Yeah.
Cool. James Pierce from Tennessee starts. Took out James Pierce, Walter Nolan, Mike Green. They got Jack Sayers. Princely still out here.
I mean, Matthew Golden makes the most sense, but I don't know if he's worthy of this high.
What?
And then Dallas defense on like Michael Parsons still like up. He's up in the air. Like who else do you got on that defensive line for Dallas too? Dallas do needs the defensive line.
I mean, the Cowboys are a mess.
Yeah, you can go either way.
Now, why would you say he'd say, what does it say?
Simmons is an option for Dallas, Miami, and Arizona. That would make sense. Armstead is retired in Miami.
Yeah, Zach Martin retired.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if this is. I mean, great. I feel about Gray Zabel too. I mean, that would be a stroke of genius there because he can play guard, he can play center, hell, he can play tackle in a pinch. I think that would be a great pick for them as well. It's just the value for Warren right now. Just it's hard to pass up. I mean, this is almost like when they got Micah Parsons, where you thought for sure that that Carolina was going to take him, and I think they took J.C. Horn,
right?
And then Dallas ended up with Micah Parsons, and like, wow, okay,
yeah.
So we don't have any inkling here what the Cowboys are going to do, and again, Jerry Jones is still the general manager, which
they draft well. I'll pound the table.
Manager.
We'll see.
They draft well.
He's still the manager.
He's the final say.
He's the final boss.
He is the owner. Yes.
Maybe there's a trade. This would be a good spot for a trade.
The Niners got a ton of picks too.
Yeah.
If you said it's going to be if it could be a trade there, who you think will trade up the number?
Well, if the Broncos are trying to get up
this
ahead,
could be a Broncos move.
I don't
they
know
get
who
the
they're
other tight end.
Who are they trying to get ahead of? Right. I mean, this could. Yeah, I think that's a good point. They probably didn't think that Warren would slide down this far.
No, I think the Broncos and Cowboys could be making a deal here. I wouldn't be surprised.
So, and in the high speed internet in Missouri, you haven't seen the pick. The pick is
no. The last three picks have not come across the way I thought they would be. So.
No, I mean in terms of speed, that it's
yes. No,
you haven't that hasn't
shut down.
That hasn't come across your screen yet.
No. There were probably some judicial judges who stopped the access.
Lou funny. They're losing the high speed access out there in Kansas
Matthew
City.
Golden. They're zooming in on him, Hence. That chain, baby.
Do I want to go play for the Cowboys? Do I want to have Dak Prescott as the quarterback?
Did you notice he's wearing a bow tie?
Yeah, he's on the board. He's a bow tie.
No, he's wearing a bow tie.
I know. That's why I said. I answered. Said, yeah.
Well, the other guys aren't wearing.
49ers getting all excited for taking the 25th rated player at pick number 11. All right, let's give it.
Maybe he was rated like 7 on their board.
You know,
Deion Sanders is gonna be pissed
you
off.
have
Should have
to-
traded
you
Brock
have to-
Purdy.
You
They could have gotten
to-
a fortune for Brock Purdy.
You have to believe that he was rated very high on their board, or they would have picked somebody
Yes,
else.
I agree.
Not every player is going to be, not every team's got him rated the same way.
Right. So let's see. No, there's still no update on what's going on here with the current pick. So we'll see. Does
Okay, so
Denver, do the Denver Broncos move up?
The 49ers selection being read by a serviceman in Tokyo.
Tokyo, Japan, Yokota Air Base. There you go. Love it. So as everybody knows, the Chiefs will be picking at pick 31, probably somewhere around, I would say 10, 15-ish. We'll know if they're going to stay at 31 or they're going to move out of the first round, or maybe they move up.
Damn, that's well past my bedtime.
I know it is. Josh Simmons has been the hot guy. To the
If I
Chiefs.
nod off,
not
just
sure.
yell before the Chiefs pick.
All right, we will. We'll wake you up.
He said, "Damn, it's past my bedtime."
Yeah.
He said, "My nod off." Just
Maybe
shout,
they go,
man.
maybe they
Just
take
shout.
Mike Green from Marshall here. It might be a good option for them. Get another pass
For the
rusher.
Cowboys.
Yeah.
They typically go, large, Power 5, Power 4 schools. It seems like they normally don't fool around. I mean, you think they're going to go this way, that way. Then all of a sudden they take a defensive tackle from a big school, or an offensive lineman from Wisconsin or Notre Dame, or like, Michigan.
Yeah. I think Twitter's having some issues. I think it's been crashed. It's there's not a lot of
so you're getting them from Twitter?
No, I'm just saying I think
Damn
Twitter's
you, Nick.
overloaded.
I'm done. I'm done. He said, "Oh shoot."
I'm just
So
okay.
Elon slowed down the Twitter. For the football
Elon
fans.
slowed down. Got a call from the NFL. Hey, can you change your algorithm? So there you go.
Damn, man, the Giants, man. Giants said, "Hell, we're going all defensive line." The hell, we
Roger wanted to go up in the spaceship, and they turned him down.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Well, listen, the Cowboys are milking this thing for everything they got.
Yeah.
So, again,
Well, they haven't shown the clock yet on YouTube TV, so I'm like I said,
I don't have it either.
I'm
watching both
really
streams.
dropped off.
According to NFL Network, the Cowboys pick is in. So they did not trade it to the Denver Broncos. So we will see.
God, if it's not Tyler Warren, I'll be shocked.
It's going to be Matthew Golden.
You think
It might be.
I guess that would make sense, but this would be like throwing the wrench in the works. Like, we never expected this guy to be here, and it's like he fell into our laps. Can we really pass on him?
Yeah, this is going to make if the Cowboys don't take him here, the Broncos want this kid. He's their top priority. So we'll see.
I would think. I mean, when Peyton kept talking about getting that Joker, I mean, he's the perfect one. They could literally line him up anywhere.
Oh,
they're all
I guess the
fired
pick is
up.
on the
Look at
scroll.
Shotty's all fired up. Pick
Dallas.
is in.
Wow.
Oh,
The Dallas Cowboys select Tyler Booker, guard.
The guard, yes.
Wow.
From Alabama. Big school, big dude.
Wow.
So now who's
the
pick 13? What Tyler Warren's in free fall.
boy.
Miami's not going to take Warren.
No, they've got too much off. They can't.
They got to go. They got to go O-line. Maybe this is Simmons.
Damn.
And in the scenario, in the draft scenarios, and all mock drafts I did, the Miami Dolphins took Josh Simmons. So maybe this happened here at 13. Maybe he's happy here at 13, and he's off.
Damn. Tyler Warren is out there. So do the Colts get Warren?
This has worked out perfect for the Colts. They didn't have to trade. They didn't have to trade up, and Warren's going to fall in their laps.
That's going to be a shocker.
And I think
Not if the Colts go Matthew Golden and bring both Texas wide receivers together.
You know,
Well, they just showed Golden, so that didn't work. I think the Tyler Booker pick's a good pick for the Cowboys. You know, you get a Mauler in that offensive line.
Yeah. Oh no, I mean Zach Martin retired. I mean that's the perfect pick for them.
It's a perfect pick. He's pretty happy. So you know,
a lot of bling tonight.
Dak
Look
Prescott.
at that. He's got the initial lapel pin.
Look at that. I mean, he's sprinting out there. Don't turn an ankle.
That chain is going to knock. That chain is going to knock out a tooth.
Yeah, no kidding. It might break his glasses.
I know he's hiding that suit though.
Man, that's a hell of a long way they got to go to get on the stage. My goodness.
Shit, I was
an
that
interesting
damn
choice,
suit off.
In Kansas City, it was a little bit shorter.
Yeah, I'll take that damn jacket off. I said, shit, too hot for this.
Look at that Cowboys hat. I like those hats. They're kind of cool.
This original, little star logo, original, not too much flair.
Okay. So
very nice. Look at Roger giving the loves and giving the hugs.
Gray Zabel certainly would be my favorite one here.
But Zabel's a beast.
But they could certainly go with Simmons for sure.
So the Dolphins are on the clock.
Okay, Dolphins on the clock.
Who would be a perfect fit for them, Coach Drake?
Damn, the Dolphins, man. I would say DB. I would definitely say offensive line.
Johnson,
I'm gonna go offensive line. Man. I'll go O-line. You gotta protect Tua.
Josh Connerly might be the pick here if they don't trust the leg injury to Simmons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, if they really wanted to play it, Gray Zabel, man, come on.
Yep, Gray Zabel.
He's not a pure tackle, but I just think that would wow.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
As quickly as they get the ball out, the internal pressure is probably a bigger concern for them.
Mm-hmm.
So you plug him in, whether it be at center or guard.
Right.
And you're set. Now, obviously, they're going to need more offensive linemen. You can only pick one at a time.
Right. You only pick one.
But if you're gonna pick one over the other, I think Zabel, you get you know what you're getting, right? I mean, in terms of Simmons, again, if you're still worried about the injury, Connerly might be reaching a little bit at this point. You know, there are other positions where you think, the value is a little bit higher, but Tua, you can't fool around with that. I mean, as much as Coach talks about Mahomes, I mean, Tua can't afford to get knocked around.
You can't.
You got to protect that man.
So we'll see. I mean, they do some.
Said if you read
they do some strange crap in Miami.
But it's no pick up there, my Mango. No pick by Miami's name. So,
you don't have a pick yet.
No pick there. So what are you talking about?
I think the Dolphins have another 4 or 5 minutes left. So could this be where the Denver Broncos come in?
True. So do we all agree that the Miami Dolphins are going O-line here?
You would think. I mean, that's pretty important. I mean, they lost a couple of guys. Teron Armstead retired. So
they've got some issues on that football team they got to deal with.
So who would be the perfect fit for them, Lou?
I'm going with Gray Zabel, because, like I said, from an interior pressure is where I guess you want to start inside out, because how quickly Tua gets rid of the ball. I think he would be perfect.
What about you, Nick? What about you, Dre?
I
agree.
I'm thinking Walter Nolan.
Walter Nolan?
Yeah.
They do need
fix that defensive line. That would be my choice. If I was running the ship.
I'm really hoping for a Walter Nolan free fall.
I'm trying to play.
There's some talented guys that are falling already.
But you know what though? You gotta protect Tua, guys, because you got your weapons on the outside. You gotta protect Tua.
Well, they got to decide what they're gonna do with Tyreek Hill too. That's not a lock. He's gonna stay.
He's not going anywhere. Tyreek is just Tyreek. That's just him, man.
That's just what he do.
And I think the bigger issue is if they kept him, because I don't know, maybe Jalen Ramsey is like, you know what? what are we doing with this guy? He at the end of the season, he's like he's walking away. He's going to quit. He's getting divorced every other week. And you get the cops coming to his house.
I mean, he better make a lot of money, for Christ's sake. That's a lot of alimony.
So after a while, that could wear on some and all the guys they let out of the guys they let out of the building. I mean, Wilkins on the line, Van Ginkel, Javon Holland. I mean, they had like all-stars on defense, and they had to let them walk because they again overpaid the quarterback, and
we're about almost halfway through the first round.
Overpaid their wide receivers.
Yep.
And then Ramsey's getting older too. Ramsey is getting older too. So
but he can still be effective. They play him at safety.
Did anybody? Where did he sign? Where did Ramsey sign with? Who did he sign with?
No, they would have to trade him.
Oh, okay.
I don't think they released him.
Oh, I thought they did. My bad.
No, I think they just allowed him to seek a trade.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
I don't know how big a market that's going to be because they owe him a lot of money.
A lot of money. Ooh. The Dolphins have made their pick.
Okay, come on.
The pick is in.
The pick is in. Miami Dolphins have selected University of Michigan defensive tackle Tyler Grant.
Kenneth Grant.
Sorry.
Damn it! Why? What the
I
hell?
think his legal
Why would
name
they
is
go
Tyler,
online, man? Damn.
Over Nolan and over Harmon.
And where
the hell were they looking at?
I'm a little confused here.
13.
I mean, Kenneth Grant is the 36th ranked prospect.
Not on their board, Nick.
Do we have to talk about this again?
You're not on their board, Nick.
I'm just saying.
Okay, this is according to
CBS Sports. I like their rankings the best.
And that's great, Nick. But every team is going to have theirs according to what they like, and they're not going to. I don't think they're going to go out of their way. If they had it ranked that way, and Grant was ranked that low, they'd have taken somebody else.
God, the Broncos have got to be salivating. They've just got to be salivating that they're going to get the tight end. The Colts.
This is it. This is where the Warren slide stops. Come on, man.
Right.
The Colts have been like aching for a tight end. They couldn't have drawn this up any better. They sit there and the best one falls in their lap.
Yeah, and it saves them. Some money too because he wasn't in the top 10.
Right.
I don't feel like they go tight end here either. I feel like they probably go corner. They need corner and buy the kid from Texas is sitting there. He's still on the board. You got Will Johnson.
Will Johnson.
Will Johnson is still on the board.
I think they go top Warren, man. I think go tight end right here, man.
I think they go. They probably go tight end. I think they go me. I would say they go corner.
Good for Kenneth Grant. Good for him.
Damn, but him, damn, man.
Good for him.
But
be careful, Tua.
I think the league looks at Barron as more like a corner, a nickel, or like a who's the guy that plays for Detroit. They drafted Brian Branch.
Brian Branch, yeah.
Who again immediate impact.
The Colts pick is in. Ooh.
Tyler Warren, it's got to be.
Tyler Warren.
That was quick.
Tyler Warren, they picked
because they write it down on the card, run it in there before
the Broncos do something.
Before they tell us he's not all right.
There you go. So the Colts did pick up Tyler Warren.
It's not official yet. Let's see.
Damn, come on, Gold Jacket, man. Damn it, I thought they
got it on our crawl.
Hey,
come on.
Hey, look at that. Hey, man, we put the picks at the bottom of the screen for you guys. Put on your eyes,
man. It's word of mouth, man. You said word of mouth, man.
Mango's on.
Mango, we love you, buddy.
Mango has the drones.
The Indianapolis Colts have taken Tyler Warren, tight end.
Mango has Sky Sports.
Broncos, no balls.
So of course. He's well ahead of the game. Come on.
Got you. So
Let's go,
basically, he did
Mango.
take Tyler
Hold
Warren.
on. Nick, just follow the scroll. We put the picks in at the
I'm
bottom.
sorry. I'm just trying to create a little drama here, guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nah,
It's my acting
All right,
skills.
man.
You know what it is, guys. Everybody freaked out. Everybody's so excited for these picks to come in. Hey, who cares? We on the show.
I'm
Let's
about
pop
Tyler.
it. Let's pop it. Let's pop it.
Hence sneaks under the tree, opens the presents
Yep,
like
exactly.
Christmas Eve or earlier.
Look, I'm not even putting them stuff in the
Colts are pretty happy. Colts are pretty happy in their draft room.
Chris Ballard can
Good for
breathe
Chris
now.
Ballard. He needed a home run.
Oh my god.
Thanks, Mago. Thanks, Mago, for putting it.
Yeah.
So they did get Ty Warren, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, there it is.
Right.
The Colts.
So who's on the clock?
quarterback
Who's on
sucks.
that? All right.
So 15 ATL. This has got to be. We say it every year. Atlanta needs an edge rusher. Atlanta needs an edge rusher. So is it Jalen Walker, the Georgia kid? Mike Green from Marshall?
Let me see.
Shamar Stewart's a little bit of an enigma.
Eddie Mitchell, Ty
He's
Warren.
got all the physical traits and whatever production.
Yeah, I think Walker makes the most sense.
But
Georgia kid.
maybe the fact that he's short is maybe the league is telling us they didn't like him as much as
James Pierce would be terrific for them.
Hey, you know what though? The Colts got a good offense though, guys. Honestly, the Colts got a good offense. Colts got a good offense, boy. AD Mitchell, you got Warren, Taylor, and then you forgot the other receiver they got.
Now the Falcons are on the board. The Falcons on the clock at number
Falcons,
50.
Cardinals. Yep.
The Bengals, Seahawks, Bucks after that. So
if you're a Chiefs fan and you want to look for a trade up,
it's going to be the Packers. I would say the Packers.
It's going to be 23 or 24.
16,
maybe
17,
an outside chance
baby.
26 with the Rams.
16, 17, baby.
Wow.
My guys, let's
telling
go.
I think we have to see at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 more picks before
we
there's
get an idea.
Make sure Lou ain't sleep. Make sure
any
Lou's
shot
up.
that Veach makes a move up because
now speaking of the Falcons,
I don't think he wants to go that high because you really got to give up
but
a lot.
looking at the Falcons, man, I think the Falcons probably go. They need another wide receiver, man, on those guys.
Everybody needs a wide receiver.
What you mean they need a wide receiver?
I'm just saying they do need another wide receiver. This is my opinion.
They
guys.
got London. They got Mooney. They've got your boy Kyle Pitts.
They gonna say they need a wide receiver. Where?
Another wide receiver.
They got plenty of pass catchers. If they go wide receiver, it'll be like tomorrow or Saturday. Okay?
So let me ask.
Edge or D line.
There it is.
Interior D tackle, D end, somebody that can rush the passer.
So let's put a little Chiefs. Let's put a little Chiefs content here. If Nick Athan falls to 31,
okay, give us 3 guys that are available, and then we'll tell you which.
Okay, so Nick Athan from South Carolina, the safety.
Yeah, he's on my board. The golden.
I know he's on your board. I'm just throwing out hypotheticals here.
Make sure you remind everybody.
My goodness. I think Derek Harmon, running back, would be, and if Gray Zabel falls all the way to 31.
No. Just give us, say, okay, these 3 are available. Who do you take? Let's do that.
I think if Zabel's available.
No. Nick, pick out 3 guys. Okay. And say these 3 guys are available at 31. Hensley, who do you pick?
Okay, Hensley,
so
who do you pick?
You pick the 3 guys.
Zabel or Derek Harmon.
Okay, so those 3 guys are available. Who do you take? Hans?
I'm assuming Simmons is gone at this point.
I'll take the safety for South Carolina.
Yeah,
if I had to choose them.
I have an affinity for Zabel. I think
he
plugs in at left guard, and you've got that position covered. He can be the swing tackle. He can play center if Creed ever got hurt. I would still go O-line.
Yeah.
O-line, the Chiefs been handicapped all year with bandages. That guy can play multiple positions.
Yeah, but I like him as well. I think if he's there, if the Chiefs don't move off 31.
you hope over the next couple of years that Kingsley develops into at least a say the word, coach.
Serviceable
tackle.
You know it. Yeah, man.
So what they said.
Go ahead.
So what they said. What at 15? Who you got going to 15? Best fit for the Falcons. Nick?
Besides wide receiver,
I think they're going to go. I think they're going to grow. I think they're going to go Jalen Walker. I think they're going to go the hometown kid.
I would say Walker, Green, or Shamar Stewart.
Yeah,
I think since, like I said, all the different media outlets had Walker up so high. I think we're seeing that the league didn't value him as much as the media lists did.
Mm-hmm.
So I think traits wise, Stewart, little stouter, just stronger dude. But in terms of pure pass rush, Mike Green from Marshall.
Hey, how about Walker from Kentucky? The gold jacket guy.
I think we're a little early for him.
Big back. Hey, listen. I mean, but here's the thing though. Like I say Princely. I do say Princely from Ole Miss, man. Go-Go's over there, man. He just got the upside. He's just a great guy over there. Instant pressure, Princely.
They probably get James Pierce Jr., right?
Yeah, I think he makes a lot of sense too.
From Tennessee. Yeah, I agree.
I don't know. I think it's going to be Jalen Walker. That's my pick.
Okay.
Well,
Jalen Walker.
You got the Cardinals.
I'll go with Mike Green.
Mike Green's a stud, man. 17 sack season.
Traded a pick to the Denver Broncos.
Man, it's not showing up on the board. Don't you play like that, man. Don't you play with my intelligence,
I don't think the Broncos. I think the Broncos whiffed. Once Warren came off the board, I don't think they want to trade up anymore.
That's a good pick for the coach, though. Damn, the coach got an offense for real. They got an offense. Damn, that's a good pick.
Yeah, I don't understand why the Broncos didn't make that move.
Me either.
Well, it takes two to tango, Nick. I don't know. Maybe they.
I mean, you got to overpay. They overpaid for Russell Wilson. They get a chance to get a premier tight end, one that can play for 10 years.
The first year they had some real draft picks too. Yeah. So, last year they had
Bo Nix last year, so they had a number one pick.
Well, for all 1,074 you guys, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Maxwell Harrison's smiling, so who knows? Maybe he could be the next.
Maxwell Harrison might be going next.
Hit that subscribe button, like I said, or
He said, hit that subscribe button. Beep, 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 beep.
Let's see. I think it's. I don't know. It looks like the Atlanta War Room is like, what do we do? What do we do?
Clock's running down.
What do we do?
Come on, hurry up, Atlanta! A real team right behind you.
Maybe they got a trade that was working out. Here.
Maybe they're going to take Sanders.
Man, hell no! I got
probably not.
I got Penix. What the hell, Nick?
Why would they do that?
Oh my gosh!
That'd be something. I'll laugh.
I can't see them taking running back here. It's got to be Jalen Walker.
They've got Bijan Robinson.
Yeah, the pick is in. Ooh-ah.
Okay. Nick, pick is in. Who is it, Nick?
Yet. Let's see. Let's look at the scroll. Dun, dun, the Atlanta Falcons have selected. Dun 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 dun. We don't know yet.
Damn. Thanks you, Bo. Thank Gold Jacket.
The pick is in.
Yeah, they took their full 10 minutes too.
They did. Maybe they were trying to make.
Damn, what? Take their time. They took their time. They took their time. Now I ain't mad at them. They probably threw them off too. They're like, damn, man. They probably was like, shit, our guy's gone. Shit, what we gonna do?
Right.
So who's up now? Hey, Cincinnati could run their card up.
Come on, both my teams back to back, man.
Who's Cincinnati taking?
They go DB.
I think if they don't, whichever one of those edge rushers doesn't go, I think
Pierce would be great for them.
The Cincinnati Bengals to take Lunch Lady Jimmy.
I don't know.
Shut up, fool. Shut up.
Lunch Lady Janie's got
the best cook. The best cook in the facility.
She can get around that edge now. Come on.
She get right at the edge. She cook some Scotch chili.
Got that dip. She's got that
Jalen
dip.
Walker is now a member of the Atlanta Falcons.
She's got
I was
that dip
correct.
and rip.
Who got him though, Nick? What happened?
Jalen Walker is the newest Atlanta Falcon.
UGA.
Pick 15.
Oh God!
I'm shocked he's there. I'm shocked he went that far.
Hold your breath. Look at Mango.
Arizona Cardinals is probably the landing spot for Josh Simmons, as Anonymous Mango has stated here.
Mango
His
nervous.
old
Mango's
offensive
like, come
line
on,
coach
man.
is now at Arizona.
Correct.
Here's could be the wild card for you there, Hensley.
Yeah.
I think Arizona certainly will have Golden on their list, ready to rock and roll. I think if they don't go if they don't go O-line, I think Golden is the pick.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to look at it, I think Sanders go here. Everybody talk the nonsense.
Man, cut his mic off. Cut his mic off. Cut his damn mic off. Cut his mic off, man.
I just said
The disrespect.
He takes Deion over there to the Cardinals. They kick the midget left.
All right, with that, I got to take a potty break. I'll be right back.
Go take your time, man. No rush. Take your time, man.
He's wearing Falcons colors too. Look at him.
Damn, Jalen Walker. He's a stud, man. That dude's a stud from Georgia.
Nick's sitting here with a Speedo on, man. He's just sitting in there with a Speedo.
What the hell? I ain't gonna lie though. That's a good pickup though for the Falcons. That's a stud of a linebacker.
So Darius Sanders is getting all happy for some reason.
Whatever. He got to use the bathroom, brother.
Nah, so Darius Sanders get happy.
Nah, his stomach's boiling. Good pickup though. Good pickup.
I told you guys, Josh Simmons is a smoke screen for the Chiefs. First, he is that top tackle on their board. Watch and see when we get to that pick. But other than that,
will see, youngin.
All that, the picks are in. The guys are enjoying it. These guys are, changing it. This is something they fought for. Played since they was kids to get out here to get this done. For the Cardinals, like I said, I can see Matthew Golden going here or Shedeur Sanders. Or they need a dude.
Why you keep throwing Shedeur Sanders in there,
They're
man?
They're not going to take a quarterback. Stop it,
no, honestly, I think the Cardinals definitely go trenches or DB. They go trenches or DB. Go DB, like because our defense line is good. Offensive line we need a guard, but as far as us getting a DB, a solid DB on the end, yes, we get a QB1, CB1. We get the CB1, man, all day. CB1, man. And it's Mr. Will Johnson, man. You got Rebel, you got Sherville from we know I'm talking about Lou. Forgot what college you went to, Lou.
Kid from Texas.
From Eastern Carolina, the DB from Eastern Carolina.
Siobhan Rebel,
yeah. 6'2", man. The guy can play ball, man. Come on, AZ. Do you give your boy some justice?
They are going to get you some justice. It's Shedeur Sanders, like I said.
Shut up, fool. They don't look going to get no damn Shedeur. That's what the Chiefs going to get. Chiefs getting Shedeur.
It's going to be a shocking pick here, man.
Man, come on, man.
This, last year, the Cardinals are on the clock.
Yeah.
It's sitting there at 16. They do need offensive line help.
They do.
They do need D tackle help as well. As Nick had always, like it never happens before. He always mute himself. Go ahead and mute yourself.
He got to come and take his time, man.
I don't think they're going to take a tackle. I would be a little surprised.
So we think the Cardinals going to take Nick? You think go DB?
Shedeur Sanders.
No, I think it's going to. I think if they're smart, they would do wide receiver.
I could see them going slide. I see them really doing that.
I see they going Matthew.
If they don't take Pierce, I think definitely they go wide receiver here. I don't think they're going to take offensive line. I don't think so.
They do need offensive line help, though.
Yeah, but they need interior offensive line, and that Simmons isn't that guy.
But the question of the day is Murray the answer? Is Kyler Murray the answer for the Cardinals?
Well, that ship's already sailed.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, seriously, they're stuck with him. They paid him big money. The Cardinals have made their pick. We don't know what it is yet, but we'll have it here shortly. But at the end of the day, I mean, they're stuck with their quarterback for at least another 2 years. And I don't know if he's the guy or not.
I'm still pounding the table for Gray Zabel. until he goes.
Now they need guard help, so that would be a good spot for him.
All right, Nick, the pick is in. Talk to me, Nick. I know you got access. I know you got access.
I think they're going to take the receiver from Texas.
Oh, surprise! I'm not saying anything.
I think they have to give their offense. They have to give their quarterback more weapons.
I'm gonna give you a hint, sir.
Shut up, fool! Ain't no damn hint.
I think Kyler Murray is going to need. He needs another receiver.
Walter Nolan.
The pick is in.
The pick is in. They got Walter Nolan from Ole Miss.
So the slide has ended.
I didn't see that coming.
That's a good pick. He's a little good pick. So that's what
wow. So Walter Nolan, the guy that we thought would maybe slide down to the Chiefs, did not. Pick 16 going to the Arizona Cardinals. Hey, listen, the Cardinals made a good decision.
The guy that we hoped was like,
that's only in people's mock drafts.
Props
boards.
Props to the Arizona Cardinals for actually making a good decision with their first round pick. Wow.
How do you feel, Coach? Go ahead.
What do you think? You're the Cardinals guy. What do you think?
Man, shit. Did
they scoot the pooch here? Come on,
man. I want them to go DB, man. For real. I'm kind of disappointed, but you get a good rotation. You get a good rotation up front, a little rotation, man. So I'm cool. We got Sweat. We got Aldridge. We got Campbell, man. We got Wickerson. So I'm cool. Like our front is cool. I ain't mad. I ain't too mad at that.
That's a good pick. So your teams are going back to back here.
Fired up. This is like
you got the Cardinals, man. And now you got the Bengals on the clock. So
you know what, Lou? I'm fired up, man. I like.
Look at him. He's wearing a red jacket. There's some sort of hoodie.
They look so disappointed.
Yes, he's going. I like this entire entourage. I got to fly down to Arizona. Oh my goodness!
Nah, but honestly, though, the dude gets busy though. I just hope they would have went DP, man. But I'm not mad at it though, because like I said, more pass rush the better.
The Bengals are on the clock now, so
yes, I think they definitely go edge here. They have to.
Yeah,
they have to get Pierce.
So could be Pierce. I still say Shamar Stewart's a little bit bigger dude. Now again, that's a traits pick. He's a big dude. He gets a lot of pressures. I don't know if it's just the way they were using him at Texas A&M or just kind of the rules of their defense, whatever. But he's a dominant player. I think they would do well to take him or that Green from Marshall too. Again, it's just level of competition. But when they played against Ohio State, he showed up, right? And showed out. So I think either one of those two guys. And then Pierce, I don't know. I mean, these whispers and stuff. You don't know what's happening. Entitlement. What's true? What isn't? That's the thing that we aren't privy to. So it's hard to say that this guy should go here. Talent wise, yeah.
I think the Bengals go realistic, man. By looking at their board. They probably go, the mailman, from the up the street. They'll get him from out the I'm just playing. But again, I think they go
what does that even mean?
I think they go cornerback, for the kid from Texas. He's still on the board. Williams is still on the board there too, from Michigan. Also, if they actually look at it too, they also can go pass rusher, James Pierce Jr.
I think they're certainly going to go pass rusher. They still, I mean, they talked how they were going to re-sign Hendrickson. He's still in limbo. You got to have an answer there, and that doesn't preclude you from re-signing Hendrickson, but it does give them some insurance in case you don't.
Yeah.
So
I think it's got to be Pierce. Yeah, they got Hutchinson. They've been trying to trade Hutchinson for a first-round pick. Nobody's biting on that. I think that makes the most sense for the.
So the Cardinals got they got Robertson, last year. They got Walter Nolan.
Love
got
Walter Nolan. Love Walter Nolan.
Walter Nolan is nice. He's
I'm
great.
jealous.
why are you jealous, Lou?
I like Walter Nolan.
Walter Nolan is nice. He is. Because me and Hense did we did him. Who else? Who's on the other side? Hense you were talking about? Walter Nolan. Princely. It was Princely, right?
Princely and Poison Ivy. Man.
Oh snap! I just thought about it. Walter Nolan was your guy. You was looking at
Ivy. Yes.
No, my bad, Jared Ivy. My bad, Jared Ivy.
Miss.
Jared Ivy.
Ole
My
Miss.
bad. My bad, Jared Ivy. My bad, Jared Ivy. My bad, Jared Ivy. My bad, Jared Ivy.
Poison Ivy.
Back in 2.
All right, go ahead. Take your time. Yeah, man. No rush. Go ahead. Take your time, man.
So Bengals, let's see.
What they get?
It's got to be Pierce.
Yeah.
Are they still on the clock? No, they made their pick. So I'm shocked there haven't been more trades. I'm really shocked, honestly.
I thought right. I agree.
It's only been one trade. The Jaguars and the Browns swapped picks 2 and 5. The Browns getting the Jaguars getting multiple picks. So the Browns getting multiple picks to move up 3 spots. And they made a nice haul in that deal, including a first-round pick next year. Saying goodnight to my son. So there you go. All right, the pick is officially in. Let's see what the magic scroll says. Dun, 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 dun. Don't you love live shows? I do. Look at Lou wandering around his house.
And thank you guys again for joining in.
We appreciate it.
All 1,132 of you guys. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Hit that QR code right there for Underdog. Play 5, get 50. Hey, it's a lot of guys that's going off the board. Some guys, these kids are getting they are graduating today onto the NFL from college.
That's right.
There's a lot of guys getting picked up. There's a lot of guys, other teams that fans don't understand yet, but they will understand in 2 to 3 years why that team picked that guy at that position. Or they could be looking back and say, why the heck we didn't take the person behind there? Was on the board before. So with that said, man.
So you got Mike Green from Marshall. He's available as 2. Cincinnati selects Shamar Stewart, defensive end.
Oh, I like him from Texas A&M.
But Texas A&M?
Yeah, he was on my board. He's a work project. I say, he can be good. He didn't have the much talent. Yeah, once he leave my board, and go to a team
he's a work project. He said he's a project.
That sounds like you're taking your child to lunch day or something.
Right. Yeah, he's a good service work project guy.
He's a project. Maybe he puts together, maybe he don't. But So
the Bengals took Stewart then.
Yeah.
What you think about that pick, Luke?
Well, that was one of the guys I had there. Again, he doesn't have a ton of sacks, but I think just body wise, the whole thing, I think he'll be great for them. That's a good pick.
Breaking news: the Seahawks are discussing to trade down.
Woohoo! Could it be? Could this be the spot? I don't see it, but I don't know. I mean, Stewart's a nice pick, but I don't know. Like I said, they need a sack guy.
Very, very athletic.
But they need a guy who can put big sack numbers up. And
if you look at the board, Shador is still out there. He could go to the Steelers at number 21, or he goes to I feel like he would go there at the Steelers because they do need a quarterback. They don't have nobody else. There. Who else? Who you going to roll out there? Right? Who's that guy you're going to put out there to throw the ball? Right? You got to find somebody to get out there. You can't just go out there and put Nick and his headphones out there and slide him up in his chair and say, "Hey, play quarterback."
Can't do it.
Hey, they've gone to war with worse. Mason Rudolph. Yeah. He's your starter right now. We'll see what happens with if Atlanta ever decides to go ahead and move Kirk Cousins. I mean, obviously these are stopgaps at this point. Who knows what Aaron Rodgers is going to do? But that's his thing. The Steelers are like in no rush. Even if he waits until like mini camp or even training camp, all right, fine. So I think that they'll be fine.
Yeah.
Now, if they really like Shedeur, if they think that can be their franchise quarterback, then I would imagine they'll take him.
So the Seahawks is on the clock, even though they talk about trading away, they pick.
Yeah, they pick 18.
If they stay there, who fits well with them, and what do they need?
Seattle,
the Seahawks,
O-line, wide receiver,
Corner, offensive tackle, edge, center.
But who's their identity though? It's like who are the
James
Seahawks?
Pierce. James Pierce is sitting there, guys. He's just too good. He's too good.
Well, that's the thing with him. I think it's more so the things off the field that have concerned the teams. At least that's what's being reported.
Is he the Justin Houston that goes to the third round?
I don't know that he slips that far. I think he probably fits in somewhere in the 20s or 30s.
Yeah. If he slides to the Chiefs probably, I guarantee you, they take.
Could be.
I don't know, because the Chiefs would.
So
he would probably have to play linebacker in the Chiefs defense. See, now I think a guy like Shamar Stewart would have been perfect for the Chiefs. Big, physical defensive end, hand in the dirt, set the edge. He would be fine with the group that they have, right? Pierce, a little bit more of a finesse guy. I think he's probably better standing up.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
So it's a lot of guys still left on the golden board.
You know what? The more I watch Watching Nolan, the more I watch Watching Nolan, Watching Nolan is a good piece.
Can I rescind my bet of 5 guys going?
Oh, it's a lot of guys.
I may need to knock that down.
Breaking news: Buccaneers are open to trading back.
Yeah, everybody's open.
Everybody's open to trading back. Who wants to trade up?
Right now you've got, again, this is beauty in the eye of the beholder. A lot of these teams probably think they can get their guys moving back 5 or 6 slots.
Yeah. Exactly. And just accumulate more picks to get the second, kind of the meat of the draft being second to 4th round or 5th round.
Right.
And I would think that's just ultimately what the Chiefs would like, unless somebody drops down that they had no idea they would. I think that their first choice would be, hey, let's trade back up into like maybe the top half of the second, pick up a 4th or a 5th or another second, whatever it is. But I don't think you'd have to twist their arm too much to get them to trade back.
Mm-hmm. Probably not. Here, put the draft the order rank, or put the draft first round back up. So I think we're kind of entering the part of the draft where
we're getting close.
Seahawks, Bucks, Broncos, Steelers. I think are going to keep their picks.
Once the Steelers pick, I think we'll have a pretty good idea where the Chiefs are going to go. Whether they do try to make a move up,
but. Again, I don't think the Chiefs,
because Seattle can certainly be going O-line here for sure.
Yeah, if as far as what the Chiefs are looking for offensive line, whether that's guard or tackle.
Well, there you go, Gray Zabel. I'd say just look at our crawl, man. I'm watching TV here. Right. Mango's got the drone out.
So my good
there
man,
it is.
My good man told me get back in the game. Yeah. I'm doing film study while I'm doing this, sir, because I'm trying to look at Watching Nolan. I'm liking him right now. I'm liking Watching Nolan, man.
Gray Zabel is the newest member of the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, Lou, that's your guy, Lou.
That's
your guy, man. That's your guy, man.
That's a great pick.
But guys, we don't know who the Seahawks are, though. We don't know who their identity. We don't know who they are.
Well, you can't go wrong with beef in the middle of the offensive line.
You can't.
He's a 10-year NFL starter.
Well, they're can Jackson Smith and Jigba turn into a number 1 receiver? And he was pretty good. He was pretty good with DK and Lockett on the field.
Right.
Yeah. We'll see. Right. Their running backs can never stay healthy. They got some really good ones. Kenneth Walker III, Zach Charbonnet. So wide receiver certainly is a need of theirs, but Zabel, I think, was just way too much of a value.
Hey, shout out to Ruben. Ruben said, "Hey, Nolan is my guy." Everybody love Walter Nolan. I do, but I'm looking for Will Johnson. I wanted Will Johnson, but
you didn't like
Nolan, and he is a beast. He's the best player on your golden board that wasn't known there, sir.
He ain't on my
tackle.
Was never on my
been. He should have been. He should have been. Shit.
Hey,
so far McMillan. So we got one off the golden board.
All right.
Yeah, one. hey, one off the golden board and multiple more to come.
Golden board.
I think most of them do fit from here down. So I'm still confident in my 5 number.
All right.
So if you look at the Buccaneers are up now. The rumor was they was looking to trade back, but Broncos sitting there. And
Tampa Bay, this is classic. Jihad Campbell. This is like the perfect. They couldn't have drawn this up much better for themselves.
No,
I think it's Jihad Campbell all day.
Campbell's on my board too. So that will be a guy that's taken off the board, off the golden list, if he does go there to the Buccaneers. But I think the Buccaneers. Mike Evans is getting old. I think that is Matthew Golden's go here.
Guys,
I would go running back or wide receiver.
I don't think the league regards this group of receivers as highly as you do, Hensley.
I'm just saying.
Come on, Todd Bowles. I mean, Levante David is like way over expired, but he keeps kicking. Devin White, it looked like was going to be a guy, and they ended up getting rid of him. So yeah, I think I think Todd Bowles has got to be dancing a jig here. Jihad Campbell all day.
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
No?
I'll just mess with you. I see that happen. They need him. He's getting like you said, Davis is getting old. Campbell, I had Campbell going there.
They certainly could go receiver, but they brought Godwin back. Evans is back. Trying to think of who there was a couple of young dudes looked like or playing. The kid from was one of the triplets from Washington, Jalen McMillan, that played with Michael Penix and Rome Odunze and Jalen Polk. So Jalen McMillan is there in Tampa. He looked like he was coming on at the end of the year. I think they're okay receiver-wise. This is just such a Todd Bowles pick.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
Who you got, Nick?
I'm going to beat James Pierce Jr. to the end of the first round if I have to. But again, I think, I think for them too,
he's a player. He could certainly go.
Nick Emenwari would be a good pick for the Bucs too.
Well,
I think.
Okay, they're claiming the pick is in.
Let's get it.
The pick is in. Look, I see the Chiefs on the board through the scroll at the bottom. Wow. Nice. This first round's gone a lot faster than I thought it was going to go. And again, only one trade. That's just
look at all those people. My God.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
Where do they stay? There's no way Green Bay's got that many hotel rooms.
I don't know. Probably have to bring in some
like Milwaukee. Drive to Milwaukee or something.
Then after the Buccaneers, you're gonna have the Broncos.
I think Aaron Rodgers' house is open.
It's gonna be on the clock after the Buccaneers. Then you're gonna have the Steelers after that. So,
according to one of my sources, let's see.
What team did Mason Graham go to again?
The Bucs are fired up.
The Bucs are fired up. They look happy.
Mason Graham went to the Browns.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's gonna be Matthew Golden off the board.
You're really pushing.
I don't want Matthew Golden. I want to go right to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it's gonna be some good DBs in the second round, though.
There's gonna be some really good.
Yeah, I mean, I think again, it's deep. We can get into the third, fourth, fifth rank. You're gonna get guys.
Exactly.
But do you just want a guy, or do you want a starter, or do you want a guy that's going to?
I don't know that there's.
Do you want a guy? Do you want a starter?
I don't know that there's that. I don't know that there's that many superstars in the draft. I think those guys are gone.
Yeah, I think they're gone.
So basically,
now there could be some guys that overachieve, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Not necessarily projects, but just good, solid starters. I mean, guys that you need to have on your team.
That even sounds ugly.
Let's see. Will Johnson could go here. Jahadi Barron could go here. Derek Harmon.
The Broncos probably get the running back from Iowa State.
I think they're going to get.
You think they'll go for Hampton or Travion
I think they're going to
Henderson?
go for Hampton.
Mm-hmm.
I think that Hampton's going to fall right into their lap, and that's the one running back I don't want to see in Denver.
I'm partial to Travion Henderson.
Right. That means the Chiefs are going to have to take a running back.
Well, I think they do in this draft. I don't know if they do at 31.
And
all right, here we go.
Pick is in. Amika
Buka, the wrong
shocker.
receiver. The wrong receiver. Hensley, what are we doing?
Oh, I wanted him to follow the Chiefs so bad.
I didn't.
Oh.
Get him right off the board. Get him out of here. He's not that good. But again, congratulations to the Buccaneers. He's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Who they pick up?
Emeka Buka.
Okay, Emeka Buka. Oh, yeah, he's good.
State.
He's good.
He's all right.
Him with Baker Mayfield and Evans over there. Good
so
one.
Now the Broncos, do
Like
they
that.
take Hampton or they take Henderson?
I think they take Luther Burton here.
They take James. They take James Pierce.
I think if he's looking for, if he said he wanted a jack of all trades, it would be Luther Burton for me. If I'm the Broncos GM, if I'm sitting there and you know I'm looking for this guy that can be a jack of all trades, you take Luther Burton, you put him with that team. You know what I mean? Great fit, great. Yeah. For me, Nick, you don't have to agree with you all the time.
I don't. I think it's going to be. I think it's going to be Derek Harmon.
Well, who is it? Derek
So
Harmon?
they go defensive line?
Yeah.
Really?
I think Derek Harmon makes a lot of sense. They can really, really, really have the best defensive line probably in football. You add Harmon into that mix with the rotation of guys that they have.
Yeah.
That would be a killer defensive line. If I'm a Broncos fan, I'm excited about that.
Well, they got a pretty damn good defensive line.
Well, I'm just saying when you get a chance to get a guy like this and you can put him into the rotation.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
It's just me.
I think it's going to be Hampton.
It could be
Hampton.
I don't want Hampton to go there, so I'm trying to throw it out there in the world.
So you got reverse psychology.
Genty and Hampton, and
everybody say it's Hampton, and it won't be then, right?
Yeah, no, that would be very fortunate for the Denver Broncos.
So on your golden board, Mr. Hensley, how many people went off your board so far, sir?
One so far. But again, I said my top 50 people were good drafted. It wasn't about going into the first round. It was
explain in detail. So nothing wrong with it.
Well, I thought this board was for day one and day two.
No, it's guys, day one, day two, and it's day
first, second, and third round. Right. Okay.
First and third round.
And I thought, looking at the list, that 5 of them would go tonight.
Well, that's very high.
Still possible.
I think it's still possible.
It's still a possibility that his board strike gold. It is a possibility.
Throw it up there again, Hensley. Throw it up there again,
Hensley.
Why doesn't it have its own? Why doesn't it have its own square?
It does have its own square.
No, I mean it should have its own square on the side here or somewhere, and it's up constantly.
It's up constantly. But again, I'm gonna get right to.
I can't see it over your shoulder, man.
I'm gonna bring the sponsors in one more time before the Broncos take the.
All right, let's hear it for our fans at Underdog.
Baseball is back.
That's right. Baseball is back on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you cash in today. You can play the pick'em game. It's very similar to what you did with the NFL where you're doing the Chiefs stuff. Now it's all about baseball and especially the Royals. You can go higher or lower. It's really simple to use. Their app is amazing. You just choose your entry fee. You decide what you want to play, and you just see the winnings coming if you know what you're doing. So take a swing today and make sure that you sign up for Underdog Fantasy, and they're going to give you a meatball right off the gamut Bobby Wood Jr. special. So start with a W for your first entry and new customers. Make sure you use the code Chiefs Blitz.
That's right. Underdog Fantasy. Use the code Chiefs Blitz. You can scan right there. Just stick your phone up there at the bottom right-hand corner and register. Start playing the game. You get $5. You get 50 bonus credits. It's certainly worth it. It's a lot of fun. If I can do it, anybody can. MLB, NBA, golf, college sports, you name it, you can do it. And it's a great, great app, and it's a great game. And we appreciate them being our sponsor. All right, you're listening to the Four Guys in a Bar podcast. I'm your host, Nick Athan, presented by ChiefsBlitz.com, along with Hense Todd, Lou Montagna, and Andre Tillman. We are in we are reaching the bottom third of the first round. The Denver Broncos are on the clock, and we all kind of feel that they're going to take a running back. And then the Steelers, who might be the key to what the Chiefs do at pick 31.
Sanders coming.
If Sanders gets past the Steelers, then it's my understanding the Cleveland Browns and the Kansas City Chiefs will more than likely make a deal for the Chiefs to move out of the first round. And
I guess if they were trying to get ahead of somebody, because I think my concern is
I think they want to get ahead of the Eagles because the Eagles will trade the pick in a heartbeat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
but the Broncos, I think they go Luther Burton here or Matthew Golden, one of the two. One of the guys is the
pick is in
trade.
They're not trading the pick.
So do you want to take a guy that gets the ball 20 times a game, or somebody that gets the ball like 5 or 6?
Jack of all trades.
A jack of all trades.
Wow, they're not. Yeah, I don't.
Okay.
That's it.
Who knows? Maybe they take Simmons here.
I really don't care what the Broncos, the Donkeys do.
I think you have to care.
I don't really care.
Come on.
The Chiefs aren't going to win it every year.
Well, if you didn't care, why don't we just come on when the Chiefs pick?
Don't you ever come on the show saying something like that? I'm gonna take them headphones right off your head.
Whatever.
Let's see.
The Chiefs do have to line up against other teams each week, right?
Yes,
I mean, there aren't the teams.
It's win every week for me.
This is a big pick for Denver. This one has to make a lot of sense.
Oh, I was gonna make some sense.
Well, they're going to get a good player regardless. I mean, I don't.
There it is. The Denver Broncos take. Wow.
Who they get?
Jahdae Barron, cornerback.
Barron, there you go.
I like him.
Mr. Nickel.
Off the board, another guy, golden guy.
There we go. I didn't see. That had to be one of my 5.
Matthew Golden looks pissed. That's a heck of a pick.
That defense, is
going back.
Jahdae Barron is a great player, cornerback. I think that's a terrific pick.
He's Brian Branch point 2.0.
Yeah,
I mean
the Broncos defense is sick, guys.
They don't tend to value those guys because he's a nickel player. You can play him just about anywhere. He's like that's like a starter on your defense.
Yeah, exactly. He can play any position.
Your outside corners. You're gonna have a slot. You're gonna have a nickel. Whatever. That's a starter on your defense.
Yeah.
So
yes.
That guy. It's a great pick. I just thought for sure they were going running back. But going back to Tampa's pick, Emeka Egbuka, to me that's a Godwin clone.
Right.
It seemed to me they're almost the same guy. So interesting. I would thought
and Baker Mayfield is kind of like underrated as a QB.
Todd
He
Bowles
is nice.
would be pushing for his guy there. So here's the thing. Now, let's say when the Chiefs pick, if you have Jihad Campbell is available, if let's say the tackles are gone, so Campbell's available. Burden's available. Mike Green is available. Who do you take?
There you go. I sent y'all my whole list, so you're gonna have it on you right by you.
All right.
If you see,
give me those 3 names again.
Jihad Campbell, Luther Burden, Mike Green. So you got the leading.
I go Mike Green.
Yes, you've got Jihad Campbell. That Spags would have him playing all over the place.
Yeah.
right?
I'm
and
thinking
then
Mike Green.
Burden, if you really want to just say, okay, we're going back to being an offensive team.
Now, if you look at this Broncos pick, right, guys, that him and Xavier Worthy are best friends. They like brothers. You know what I mean? Xavier Worthy are trying to get him over here to the Chiefs. Now they're going to go against each other twice.
He's going to kick Worthy's butt.
I don't see that happening.
I believe it. I believe
he's
you better believe it. You better believe
the last thing they're going to do is line him up across from Xavier Worthy.
Yeah,
Worthy will
toast him.
Oh, we're gonna place a bet on that, sir.
Now, he would.
Worthy's gonna toast him.
He probably would line up, and you'll see him line up against like Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
or maybe Juju or whoever whoever's like in the middle of the field.
Yeah,
but I don't see them putting him outside. I mean, you got Surtain and your guy, one of the exciting whites, Riley Moss.
My boy Riley Moss, man. But you know what's crazy though? I think the Denver secondary is stout, man. They stout.
Phillies are on the clock. This is
the spot. Is this Shador?
Shador or Mero? Mero, the top quarterback on my list, may go here. It could be Mero or Jason Dorr, whatever his name is. One or two.
Or don't be shocked.
I'm gonna go with Derek
Don't
Harmon.
be shocked if the Steelers take Amari Hampton.
Dang, Nick will not get Shador's credit.
They brought back Jalen Warren, but they lost Najee. Hampton's a lot more of a home run hitter. What they're looking for. Don't be shocked. Omarion Hampton is this pick.
I'm definitely going Shador on this one.
Yeah.
Well, Shador doesn't have a cell phone in his hand, so
they went. The pick is in.
Derek Harmon.
I
told you.
What a Steeler thing to do.
Totally Steeler thing. So that means Omarion Hampton is still available.
Yep.
2 top tackles are still available.
Okay, better yet, let's go again with our trio. Let's say somehow Hampton slips all the way down to the Chiefs.
You run as fast as you effing can through that crowd.
He's there. Mike Green is there. You know, they're always looking for edge rushers. And who's the third one? Josh Simmons. Who do you take?
Josh
Simmons, Green, Hampton.
I take Green.
You take the pass rusher. Okay.
I think if all 3 guys are there, the Chiefs trade the pick, knowing they can get one of the 3 at the top of the second round.
Again, you have to have a partner. That's the.
But I think
for our exercise.
Listen,
Nick,
I love Hampton.
I
love Hampton. I just really love Hampton.
I like Henderson better, but I think I would certainly be tempted. I mean, he's again. Obviously, the league is not seeing him that, but he was a top 15 player overall.
Yeah. Right. And plus, that means that my boy, Devin Neal isn't going to the Chiefs, so I'm not sure. If they really believe in the
first round,
if they really believe Simmons can recover from the patella tendon tear,
and that's just part of the equation.
We
won't know until after they make this pick, because if he's there and they don't pick him, then obviously we know the answer to that.
We know the answer to that. I mean,
I know the answer to that.
If they take Ursary, then they have to believe you only take Ursary and you only take Simmons if you plan on starting them at some point.
Now the other thing is Derek Harmon. The Steelers play 3-4, right? So can he? Are they looking at him as a nose or like a 5 technique? Your 3-4 defensive end. Kind of a replacement for like a Cam Hayward. Interesting.
I'll say this: if Matthew Golden keeps falling, I feel like they're going to be a Chiefs pick.
You think so? Okay. What do you love? What do you love about him so much?
I love that Andy Reid's like the speedy guys, right? He like the guy that has speed, fast, shiftiness. That's his type of receiver, right there. Even though they got Xavier Worthy, also you got to look at Rashee Rice suspension. Juju Smith-Schuster's on a 1-year D with a bad knee. Hollywood Brown, you don't know if he's going to get back healthy or whatever.
Yeah, we're good with that. We know their situation of wide receiver, and I wouldn't argue against picking a receiver. Is he good enough to pass on a position that's a little bit more dire, or if there's somebody of equal ability at a different position that would be more important to them right now? Is he that good?
Yeah, if you look at
would you pass on one of the tackles? Let's say Simmons and Connerly are both available. Would you pass on both of them? Well, actually, Ursery will be there too. So would you pass on Ursery?
I would
to take Golden.
I'm saying I wouldn't, but looking at the Chiefs, they probably would and say if we ain't gonna have a Golden back in the second round or something like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's why I say
they might like some of these other receivers that, quite frankly, you can get like Torrey Horton in the third round or the end of the second. If you could get Kyle Williams in the second round, is Golden that much better than those guys?
I don't know. I think the Chargers are going to take Golden.
Yeah, I think so too. They need a receiver, so
they need receivers more than they need anything else. They re-signed Mike Williams. They got the kid they got from Georgia last year who was lights out.
See, now in the past, the Chargers always went for the bigger receivers. Right. With this crew, you really don't know.
Yeah.
They hit gold. They hit gold with McConkey last year.
They kicked ass with McConkey last year.
They need tight end. They need a tight end. They lost their tight end.
Mason Taylor.
Yeah.
Mason Taylor. That could be their pick.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah, but I see if Simmons and some of these tackles probably gonna go to the Packers or the Vikings or the Texans. If the Chiefs trying to go get a tackle now, if they trying to go up, they're gonna have to trade with the Packers. That's only two
Vikings.
I think the Chargers may get. I think Chargers may get James Pierce. Man, I think James Pierce would be definitely good.
Yeah, they lost Bosa, right?
Yeah, James Pierce.
Yeah, that'd be a good one too.
Yep, James Pierce.
James Pierce Jr. be.
But you think of those Michigan defenses. You think of the Ravens defenses. Typically, their pass rushers are big dudes,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Pierce is a little bit more slight, more
slender, more
right.
Yeah. More.
I would think they would
outside linebacker type, defense end, outside linebacker.
The kid from Boston College, Ezeraku.
Yeah,
I think that could be a guy for the Chargers at least.
Well, if you're looking at the board,
Princely's out there too from Ole Miss. You still got Princely out there too.
Yeah,
I think I don't know. We'll see. I think he's more like third, fourth round guy.
So right now, so far, it's only been 2 wide receivers been taken off the board, correct?
Mm-hmm.
3.
Well,
it depends on what if you count Hunter as a receiver.
Well, I put him as deep.
I do not.
So Egbuka and T-Mac.
T-Mac, yep.
So
and Luther Burden's still hanging out there, gentlemen.
Burden's there.
Mm-hmm.
The 2 kids from Iowa State, Higgins and Knoll.
Chargers are taking their sweet time.
But I think those guys, most of those guys.
Higgins go to the Chargers. You got Higgins with the Chargers. I like that move.
Now, if it was the old regime, I would say for sure that was their mold. They wanted the big dudes, Mike Williams, that kind of guy.
Can y'all love like Herbert with Higgins and McConkey now? Now you got something going. The offensive line is getting better. It's going to get better. The timing, the route running of Higgins and Luke, it'll be amazing for real. They go Higgins.
Harbaugh's in there talking to Ortiz and saying, O-line, D-line, baby. I know they do have
O-line.
They do. They seem to have a pretty decent offensive line, but they could use a running back too. I don't think Najee Harris is. This could be Omari and Hampton.
They could use a corner too.
It could be Will Johnson too.
Yeah. They can use a Will corner. They can use a corner. They sure can.
So according to the Guru Mel, the top players right now are Sanders, Will Johnson, Marion Hampton, Josh Simmons, and Matthew Golden. That's his top 5 best available. I think the Chiefs have a chance to get outside of Sanders, one of those 4.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no matter what happens, the Chiefs are going to get a really good player.
Yeah, they're going to get a starter.
I agree.
So
unless they trade out the first round.
Chargers taking their time. I think it's
Chargers must be talking
it's
about some trades.
Yeah,
I would think maybe the Texans are moving up here.
Are they? Would we really consider trading with a division rival?
No. I'm thinking maybe the Texans
I'm saying that's what the Chargers are saying to themselves. Veach is on the phone.
We're not the Bills. We are not the Buffalo Bills.
Do we even pick it up? Don't answer that phone.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, according to one of my sources,
whatever you do, don't answer that phone.
Okay, Nick. What's your sources talking, Nick?
Simmons and Connerly are 1-2.
It's
for their tackle wish, and then if Sanders falls, I think the Cleveland Browns will make a move.
It's a Philadelphia area code. Don't answer that either.
Please.
Who knows? Maybe they'll move up one spot with the Bills.
Howie will fleece you.
Now the Broncos got a good secondary now, man, and
they got a great defense. They have the best defense in the division.
Hell yeah, they do.
No, it's tough. Sorry.
Boy.
You can argue with me all you want to.
That's
the
facts.
best defense in the division.
Yeah,
that's what I'm arguing. The Chiefs probably need to go get another possession.
For the first time in the AFC West since Patrick Mahomes became the starting quarterback, the Denver Broncos have done something that no other team in the AFC West has done, and that is build a team that has to be beat, not a team that can beat Kansas City. And that's what they're doing. That is that's the smartest thing that Deshaun Payton did after he got rid of that horrible quarterback in year one. Is he said, you know what? We're not going to draft guys to beat the Chiefs. We're going to draft guys that the Chiefs have to beat us. And right now, that defense is stellar. It's top shelf. It's top 2 or 3. And the Chiefs are going to have to face that twice a year. And that defense is just, I'm sorry, man. It's just
nothing too big for the Magic.
I'm not saying it's not too big for Mahomes.
Watch the Eagles game, sir. Before you say
they got linebackers, corners, they got pass rushers, they got interior guys, they got strong safeties.
Pass rushers and corners and safeties, corners. And
what the Eagles had, and you see the hell the Chiefs did.
The Chargers have kept their pick.
The pick is in.
The pick is in.
What they got, gentlemen?
I don't know.
Nick said,
I'm thinking receiver. I'm thinking receiver right now.
You think they have to go wide receiver?
I think they have to go wide
different
receiver.
Directions. Hampton's the one that you're just thinking, do we really go in the
running think about back? Luke goes down. Who else do they have besides Luke? If McConkey goes down, who else do they got?
Well, they lost Palmer.
They don't have anything.
That's what I'm saying. They got to go receiver, man.
I'm trying to think of who else did they bring. They brought somebody in free agency, didn't they?
I don't know. I'd have to look. But yeah, it's got to be a wide receiver.
You got the Chargers, Packers.
Yeah, if the Chiefs are going to trade up, it's going to be 23 or 24. If it's not those two teams, then I just don't see it. Unless they move in front of, maybe they move in front of the Bills, with the Commanders.
I mean, just looking the way the board is, I don't know that they really.
There it is, Marion Hampton, running back, Los Angeles.
Okay,
that pisses me off.
Sometimes the old guy has a trick up his sleeve.
Tell us more about him, Luke. Tell us more about him.
The dude's a beast. He's got speed. He's got speed. He can catch the ball. The contact balance, all the different things that you look for in a running back. I don't know that the difference between him and Genty is really that big.
No,
right? So this is what they do.
Chiefs have to address the running back position now. They have no choice. None.
Man, there's a lot of running backs left on the board.
I'm saying, I think in the second round they need to be aggressive.
Yeah, the second
round. The Chargers shocked me. They went running back instead of going and getting a receiver. You got Najee Harris.
Okay. That's going to be you got to have two guys.
Have you watched Harbaugh's teams?
I know. Yeah. I'm just saying, but when Luke go down, who you gonna throw the ball to?
It's run.
There's still 6 rounds left. Relax.
I know. I'm just saying. I'm saying, but not like Higgins.
Like you can't give your own opinion. Jesus.
Yeah,
man. That's what I'm saying. Hey, that's what I'm saying. Like,
AFC West is slaying it so far.
No, it's fine. I'm just saying. One, we know what the charges are and what they're going to do.
Right.
It's basically O-line, D-line. I mean, running game. Yeah, we got Herbert. He'll make it work somehow. And yeah, so
hey, so far, who got the biggest steal so far, or the biggest fit so far?
I'll say the biggest steal so far is the Denver Broncos letting that cornerback from Texas fall all the way down there. That could be the biggest steal.
Yeah,
so far.
I mean, if you value, again, that's the whole thing, is if you value the nickel position.
God, Hampton's such a beast.
That is the perfect guy, perfect joker on defense, if you would. So that's a great pick for Denver. I thought, the Colts getting Warren, I thought that was they couldn't have scripted it any better. I mean,
perfect.
They didn't have to give anything up. They just sat there and waited, and they fell in their lap.
Yeah, Chiefs needs defensive tackle, offensive tackle, running back. It's got to be.
The thing about Hampton, man, is like he got that one step. Now he can be good if you miss a tackle and he gone. But other than that, if you tackle him, he's so slow to start back up again. That's why he was never on a top running back on my board for me. He don't have that burst to get up again and like after the tackle, get up after that. But if you get that one. It can be a one. If you miss him, good luck. Other than that, you tackle, he ain't got that second burst to get back into the second gear again.
Hey, DS said Harbaugh is about to run the air out the damn ball.
He
about to power run that chip. Which, I mean, it's a good strategy. I'm just saying, I would prefer them to go receiver and get that man open up the offense. I know the run game is there.
Did you bring enough snacks for the whole class?
Hey, well, shit, nobody didn't want to participate. I'm the kid in the very back of the back.
The Packers are on the clock at 23.
Go Pack, go. Pack, go.
Or
go Higgins.
This could be a spot for Will Johnson.
True. Yep.
Will Johnson. Potentially Hairston.
Yeah.
And hell, even though they've got all those young receivers, it doesn't seem like any of them are kind of stepping forward and being a true number one.
Right.
They certainly could go wide receiver.
The hometown team, how pissed would they be if they trade this pick at the fans?
They'll wait trading this pick, Nick, at least out of the first round.
Hey, Nick, that was crazy. Nick, nobody from KU went right now in the first round. Ain't that something?
Oh, come on. No one's in KU's going to the first round.
Rock chalk.
The Packers are getting trade calls for number 23. We don't know if it's going to be the Kansas City Chiefs, according to Adam Rappaport. Whatever his name is, Al Rappaport.
Yeah, Adam also said that he thought that Sanders would go anywhere from the second pick out of the first round. That's a stretch.
Well, I think he was just making the point that it was just impossible to even figure out where he would go.
Let's see.
James Pearson stood out there. So, do the Packers? Did they go DB or did they go defensive end?
Yeah, if they like Will Johnson, or even what's the kid from Kentucky, Hairston,
right?
Two completely different types of corners.
Yeah,
but if they like, I mean, that's certainly a position they could use.
I agree.
So why is Hampton so good, Nick?
He's just a great.
Did you watch him at all? Yeah. I don't think you. So you didn't like his start and stop.
I'm just asking him a question.
He reminds me of Christian Okoye with a little less girth. So according to our sources, the Eagles are looking at possibly moving into the spot with Green Bay. Yeah, why don't you help an NFC team and a contender? That makes a whole lot of sense.
Boy, the Eagles don't.
But the Packers are on the clock.
Eagles are always moving around. Now, who would they go? It doesn't look like there's any Georgia Bulldogs in strike distance.
No, who would they go for? That's a good question.
I would think it would Jahad Campbell, next best thing, Alabama linebacker.
Yeah.
You got Zach Bond.
Mm-hmm.
They've lost some other pieces on defense. I would think that would be the total Howie thing to do, because he was, I guess, regarded by some as a top 15 player.
Right.
So obviously not everybody.
True. You got Mike Green out here.
I don't know. I think we might see a logo switch here.
Oh shit.
Now they're shaking hands in the draft room.
Are they?
Yeah.
All right. I don't have that image yet.
All right, guys.
They haven't drafted a
roll.
wide receiver in the first round in like
Drum roll,
20,
please.
20
Jump.
years.
It's 2002. Maybe Golden goes here.
Well, another receiver though.
Why not?
Who they need? I think they need a cornerback.
They need DB.
Will
Johnson
Johnson or Hairston.
Yep. I agree.
Let's see.
For me, unless they really like Jahad Campbell because
They could.
they got a lot of dogs on their team.
I mean, either way, the fans are going to cheer.
Georgia Bulldogs.
So I don't see a logo switch.
The pick is in, Nick.
Oh, is it official?
We're just waiting for it.
Okay.
There it is. Pick is in.
All right, talk to us. What's happening?
What is it, Luke? Come on, tell us.
What is it, Lou?
Didn't say yet. It just says.
What's it going to be?
What is going to be?
I'm going.
Look
Jahad
at all those people.
I'm going to go Jahad Campbell. They're going to bite the bullet on the injury and say, "Screw it, we're taking him." But if it's not him, Will Johnson.
Well, the Eagles did not make that trade up. So
no.
The Chiefs fans who want Josh Simmons, there's still hope.
Eagles have like between this year and next year, like 22 picks. It's ridiculous.
It's insane.
Howie is just a master.
And all the deferred money on the contracts, it just makes he's now the Chiefs don't like to do deferred contracts. There it is, Matthew Golden, wide receiver.
What the hell?
First time in 23 years.
That's what I said.
They went against the grain.
Another one of your guys is off the board.
Golden boy. So what are we up to 3?
Hey, Golden guys is off the board. Hey,
are we up to 3?
Yep,
we up to 3.
So I only need 2 more, Hence 2 more.
What you feel about that pick, Dre?
I don't like it. Go DB. You need a DB. You already got receivers.
Yeah,
you
really
balance every receiver. You balance.
It's like against everything they stand for, but hey, they must have really liked them. 2002, last wide receiver.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers is probably like, what the?
What the fuck?
They couldn't give me any way,
it don't make sense.
Wide receiver the entire time he was there.
They need to get a DB. It doesn't make sense.
Well, it makes total sense.
If they like the ones in the second and third round, they like those guys. They'll get them.
Yeah.
It's all right. We're going
there's
beyond.
Some good players are going to be there for the Chiefs.
You're going to pay another receiver.
All right.
I was hoping he'd slide to the Chiefs.
All right. So we got Tet, Golden, and who else? Who was the third?
We have McMillan.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And we had the cornerback from the other Texas cornerback,
John A. Barron.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, do the Chiefs go DB, gentlemen? So far, do you think the Chiefs go DB?
I don't know. The way it's falling,
it's a bunch of DBs out there.
They're gonna have their choice of some different positions here, man.
Yeah, they'll have defensive line.
It'll be interesting. See, that's the thing. Again, the safety position gets pushed back. So as good as Emanwari looked, as Malachi Starks, one of those guys is going to be a Baltimore Raven.
Xavier Watts.
And I think Starks over Emanwari in terms of that for the Ravens.
If they get that dude from South Carolina for Baltimore, my gosh.
Now the Vikings is on the clock. You know what I mean? So if the Chiefs are looking, these two teams right here, the Vikings and the Texans need offensive tackle.
Yeah, I don't think the Texans are going to go tackle here because they just signed Cam.
Minnesota needs corner as well.
Yeah.
Yes, they do.
I mean, the Vikings only have 4 picks, so I'm not going to be shocked if they trade out of this spot. I think they can probably pick up 2 or 3 picks, easily. If they move out of this spot, they could actually move out of the first round completely.
So I'm guessing that if that was Philadelphia on the clock with them, they weren't going to go up there for Matthew Golden.
No,
right?
Not unless they're moving one of their receivers.
So whoever they were looking to trade up for is still there.
Yeah.
So I guess that would be, Minnesota was looking to deal.
Yeah.
So
That was Howie's next call.
the Eagles are looking for a safety. They need another safety back there.
Yes, they are.
They're going to probably have both those guys available.
And again, Starks,
one of the two.
Starks, Georgia, that would be my pick. They love them Bulldogs.
Yeah. Yeah, the Ravens are lucking out here. They're going to get a great defensive player.
So who's still on your board, Nick? Who's on your top? Who you got left for you? Not CBS for you.
Well, hold on. I'm kind of using multiple boards here. I think Josh Connerly's still there. I like him a lot. I love both the safeties you guys have been talking about. I think they'd be perfect fits for the Chiefs. I'm really sad Agbuga is gone, but James Pierce Jr. to me, Peter Schrager had indicated that was the guy he picked for the Chiefs, and he's pretty tight with Brett Veach, so that kind of makes sense. The Vikings did not trade their pick, so it is in. They are following the Green Bay Packers, who selected Matthew Golden at pick 23, which means
the Vikings need an air rusher too. So,
well, the Vikings need a lot of stuff, but I'm surprised they didn't trade this pick. They must be totally in love with somebody, and
somebody really likes Will Johnson. This is a little bit of a slip. Yeah, maybe not.
I think him and Laurie makes the most sense right here.
But there's plenty of film on him. I mean, if you get him in a defense, and again, you're talking about B Flow, his defense. They get him just kind of facing the quarterback where he doesn't have to run with wide receivers.
Yeah,
I think Will Johnson is the guy.
I think it's him and Laurie.
Could be. Harrison Smith has been playing forever.
He's in.
Minnesota Vikings have taken Donovan Jackson, offensive guard.
There you go, Ohio State.
And there it is.
He played when Simmons got hurt. He played left tackle, played it pretty well.
He's a mauler.
Who they get?
Offensive guard from Ohio State. Wow.
So,
what, number 20?
Donovan Jackson.
So the Texans on the clock, I think Simmons goes here.
So Houston,
who's on the clock? The Texans.
Yeah, I think Simmons goes.
They passed a Will Johnson. What the hell? Who is they on a scouting team?
First of all, Will Johnson didn't run his 40.
What's that supposed to mean? What the fuck that supposed to mean?
Can I explain?
He's like a mid 4.5. He's a mid 4.5 guy. I don't think. Yeah, whatever.
A lot of he got hurt, so a lot of people are looking for him to see if
they got GPS on these guys now. They know how.
T-Mac don't even film. T-Mac don't even film study. He don't even film study, but he went up. He went up higher.
That's a rumor. That's a rumor, Dre.
No, whatever.
That's a rumor.
I'm saying is Will Johnson's out there, and you get the guy. Man, this retarded. But that ain't my team here.
Yeah, Will Johnson. I think. Will Johnson, yeah, it's a good pick. That'd be a good pick.
So the guys that seem to be, again, this is perception that are sliding per se. Will Johnson, Jihad Campbell. I would say they're probably the two highest rated. Eamon Maury.
Well, my top three guys that I feel like I wanted to go to the Chiefs. You know what I mean? It's only two guys at that top of that board is still sitting there. Ursary and Nick from South Carolina. Those guys I feel like can fit the scheme. You know what I mean? So, hey, whatever happens.
I mean, James Pierce is still available, right?
Yes, he is.
You got has Michael Williams been taken yet?
Yeah, he's been taken.
Yep,
he's been taken. Javon Rebel Jr. Whoo, hey, go to the second round, damn it. Get your asses in the second round. Get your asses in the second round, shit. We'll take them.
Massive trade. The Houston Texans are trading with the New York Giants.
Where the hell that come from?
Ooh.
And they're going to take Jackson Dart.
They're going to take Shedeur Sanders.
They're going to take Jackson Dart.
Hey, I just heard a voice. Hey, Mango, call me off guard. I said, who the hell was that? Mango, good looking, man.
Okay, everybody be quiet. Let Mango announce it.
That's what we're trying to do, sir.
Come on, let's go.
Go ahead, Mango.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get the compensation. But the Houston Texans have traded out of the first round.
Wow. That makes the Simmons choice. The Simmons
slot
this is going to be Jackson, a little easier.
This is going to be Jackson Dart, baby.
You think so?
Okay.
I'm almost positive.
The Houston Texans receive 34, 99 in the future third.
Wow. To move, 10 spots?
I think so, yeah.
So they get the 2, 3, and a future pick?
Yes.
To be determined.
No, I'm sure it's named.
The New York Giants owner loves Shedeur Sanders, guys. So just saying.
Yeah, I think this is where Sanders goes.
But I think Brian Daboll loves Jackson Dart.
Brian Daboll is going to be out the door. So
he's got 1 year left.
He on his way.
We will find out when they tell us the pick.
All right. The Giants are happy.
If they force Shedeur Sanders on him over Dart, I think that he'll put a happy face on it. Like, hey, I got 1 more year.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
The Giants draft board seems to be.
Come on, Shedeur.
I don't know. They're not jumping for joy. That's for sure. They're kind of cleaning their ties off. So who knows?
Man, here you go.
Big Blue, man. They're very, very
Listen.
professional. They're going to.
The fact this is only the second trade of the first round.
They're going to
Neighbors and Shedeur. I can see it already, man. I can see it, man. The chemistry is already right. They're waiting. It's just waiting, man. I'm telling y'all, man. Come on, Shedeur. The defense is good. They just need a quarterback.
Via phone, what you think, Mango? If you can get back in.
It'll be Jackson Dart, I reckon.
Jackson Dart.
Yeah. I don't know.
I just think Shedeur goes to.
It is Jackson Dart. It looks like. So wait a minute. So who are they? So they signed 2 free agent quarterbacks, right?
Russ and Jameis.
And now they're going to bring in Dart.
Right.
And you couldn't have a worse influence. And
Jackson Dart don't know how to snap count. He claps. I don't know.
There you go.
This dude, man.
There it is.
For real, he don't.
So who it is?
Jackson Dart.
They got Jackson Dart, really? Oh shit. Man.
All right, the pick is in. Everybody knows.
This is going amazingly for the Chiefs.
What's the pick, man?
Pick is in.
There it is. Jackson Dart, quarterback.
The slinger from Ole
Goes
Miss.
to the New York Football Giants in a very crowded complex. I don't get it. They have to be trading one of these other quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm. Who gonna trade for Jameis Winston or?
They paid both those guys a ton of money.
Hey, we're burying the lead here. This is working out perfectly for the Chiefs.
No, it is. I mean, Simmons.
All the offensive linemen are falling to them.
Yeah, the Rams.
They're going to have their choice. They're probably going to have their choice of offensive linemen.
What did Shedeur do to these people?
There's edge rushers available.
Right. So the Rams are a dark horse team for the Josh Salmon. If y'all kind of look at it, they need a little offensive line help there. If the fans out there that's looking for Josh Simmons to still go to the Chiefs, the Ravens is going to be up next right after that. So it's setting up for the Ravens as well too.
Yeah, I mean, I still think they go safety, and Henderson's available for the Chiefs too.
Man, what did Shedeur do to the league, man? Damn, was it because of Deion Sanders' son, man?
Good.
God damn.
I think what happened is a lot of teams are looking at Shedeur Sanders and saying he only been coached by one guy, and that's his dad.
Yeah, that could be.
He not been coached by multiple teams. Nobody else seen like his downfall, and your dad ain't gonna tell you, hey, this is my downfall on him. This is my knock on him. like a real coach will. So
all right, so
No,
they got
that's BS, man. That man,
so
no,
the,
that man's man.
the
Nah,
Texans
man,
got
that's
34, 99, and a third round pick next year.
All right, so let's look at the.
That's wild, man.
Let's see.
They said Ruben said he's mid, man.
Oh, okay, so here's the Rams situation at tackle. Alaric Jackson is the left tackle, and Rob Havenstein is the right tackle.
He's probably near the end of his career.
Yeah, I would say so. He's been in.
So I could see that, but again, with the Rams, they haven't had many first round picks. Now, last year they took the kid from Jared Verse. That seemed to be a home run.
That was a huge home run. That was a fortunate pick.
And they took Fisk in the second round.
Right.
His teammate. Huge, another home run. So when they use the picks, they do pretty well.
Yeah.
So yeah, they could go any number of directions here. I mean, they could go corner. They could go corner.
We have another trade.
Wouldn't be
talk to us.
If Jihad Campbell is the guy here.
All right.
The Atlanta Falcons have traded up to pick 26.
Wow, from out of the second round.
So who are they getting? DB? I think they go DB.
Is that the Rams slot or the Ravens slot?
Rams,
because they gonna go. They need a pass rusher. Mike Green goes here. It was the Green from the kid from.
Well, yeah, they passed on him the first time.
Yeah, so they're gonna go up and get him.
That's a big lead.
Defense in. I say they get DB. I think if I can go DB.
No, they're doing a splash if they're trading out. I mean, that's a big jump. They had to have given up their number one next year.
Do you have the update board, Mango, of this graphic?
I'll have a look.
But other than that, man. So now the Falcons are on the clock at 26.
Pretty Ricky.
Oh God, he's out of the yard. Go ahead.
Trading back in for defense.
Yeah, for defense. Yeah, Miles Green. What's his name?
Mike Green. Yeah, Mike Green or Pierce.
Yeah, they
Mike Green, Pierce, Jax. You got Jack Sayre. You got Princely still out there.
Yeah, they might go Princely. Yep.
Princely, I think is going to be a little bit later, but okay.
Not Princely, but James Pierce Jr. They might
go. Well, the Simmons dream is still alive for Kansas City. So
absolutely. Again, if we're assuming that they're good with his medicals, then it is. It's great, but they may have other things in mind. It was pretty interesting when they kind of leaked out the Zoom meeting with Travion Henderson.
Lou, why you say Princely's a second round guy? Why do you think he's a second round guy?
No, I think he's like a third or fourth round guy.
Wow. Why you say third and fourth?
Well, because I think there's a lot of guys that are ahead of him.
Mm-hmm. You think so? I don't think so. I think he's still right there. I think he's top 5 guy, man.
Top 5?
Top 5, yeah.
Okay.
He had 10 sack season.
Deion's going to go scorched earth. If the Browns don't move back into the end of the first round, he's going to go scorched earth.
Who is?
Deion Sanders. If his son doesn't go, it doesn't go in the end of the first round.
Read the quote in there, Nick.
Hold on. No one's good with his medicals if he fell this far. I would assuming that's
you
about
would
Simmons.
Think, right? But
yes. But you got to remember, there's other needs. Some of these teams don't need a tackle.
Right. And then the other piece of it too. I mean, you read Trey Smith. A lot of guys, he was off of many teams' boards, but the Chiefs said, okay.
He had a heart condition, and he went in the 6th round, and he's about to be $100 million man.
It was the 6th round, right?
All the way.
But he slid. He's the second. He was easily a 2nd round pick.
There it is.
Right. What's happening?
Atlanta Viola takes James Pierce Jr. defensive end. Good pick for them.
Like I said, off the board.
Who they get?
Golden kid off the board. Another golden jacket guy off the board.
So we're at 4.
Yeah, we have 4.
One more.
Hey, who they get though?
James Pierce Jr.
James Pierce Jr.
Hey, to me, it's a good fit. It's a good damn fit, tell you that. Well, he's off the board. He's off the board. He's off the board.
Look at that.
Okay.
I don't think Ursu's gonna. I don't think Ursu's gonna be the guy.
I gotta believe Hairston's got to go. He's got to go.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe to Buffalo.
Maybe they got some issues with was it Cook that wants a new deal?
Maybe the Chiefs take.
Yeah.
Somebody hit refresh.
Well, my guy's still on the board that I want to fall to the Chiefs. It's Ursu, and Nick is right there too. Is from South Carolina. So if that happens,
You're talking about getting another Eric Berry type.
That's what we need.
Who you talking about? Is you talking about Xavier Watt?
No, Imanari.
No, Xavier Watt, my God, man, that dude.
Yeah, no, I think.
Amazing.
Man, the Chiefs are going to get a good player. Yeah. One thing that
you were right. You were right, Nick. The Rams are getting the Atlanta's 26th first, 46, and then a 7th this year. But Atlanta's also getting the Rams 3rd this year. So,
whoa. Say that again.
The Rams are getting the Falcons' 1st round pick next year.
Okay.
The 2nd rounder this year. And Atlanta's also, on top of getting this year's 1st, they're also getting the Rams' 3rd this year.
Wow.
And I think the Rams got a 5th as well this year.
Okay, that's pretty good. That's a good trade.
I want to say this. Go ahead and shout out all the guys that's watching right now. 1,441 of you guys.
Yeah, we appreciate all you. If you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, there's a little button on the right-hand corner of your screen. Just click on that. Please subscribe. And trying to grow the site here, so hopefully we can get our numbers up during the draft. Remember, we're going to go bell to bell. We're going to be here till the end of the 1st round today. Tomorrow night, the 2nd and 3rd rounds will go at 5:45. We'll go on until probably about 10:30, 11. And then Saturday, I believe, at 10:45 a.m. until about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, we will pick all the picks. The Chiefs currently do not have a 5th or 6th round pick. They got 3 in the 7th. So it should be interesting to see what they do. But they'll be on the clock here in a couple of picks. And again, we love the fact that you guys are watching the 4 Guys in a Bar podcast presented by ChiefsBlitz.com, your top source for Chiefs news and also the place.
So Lou, so far, who do the Atlanta Falcons got so far? They got in the 1st round again? You know,
who was their earlier pick? When did they pick?
They went
15. Who did they take?
Who did they take in 15?
They took the
Falcons.
The Falcons, yeah.
They took Jalen Walker.
There you go.
The linebacker.
Edge.
Yeah. Just want to
Walker's
say,
the edge.
The last 2 remaining teams that had Simmons in for a 30 visit are the Ravens and the Chiefs. The Ravens could break my heart right now.
Yeah, but they just signed their left tackle to a long-term deal. They're paying him, 40, 60?
Injury prone, isn't he?
Yeah, but they guaranteed him almost, 50 of the 60 million? Or 40 of the 60 million. It was pretty pricey.
Yeah, the rate, it just seems like Starks or Eamon Worry is like just so.
That's their defense.
You guys could be Ravens. Now I wouldn't.
You put him next to. You put either one of those next to Hamilton.
I wouldn't be shocked if they went O-line. I mean, there's no question about that.
They had secondary help me back.
Now they took Rosengarten last year. I'd liked him for the Chiefs, but he played right tackle and played really well. If they're good with Ronnie Stanley, they paid him all that money. I think they're going to have to be comfortable with his health.
Yeah, he got a big time guarantee. So yeah,
if Hamilton can play kind of close to the line of scrimmage, and they throw Starks playing center field, that would be pretty good.
I think Atlanta Falcons really got their defensive front together, man. We got James.
They took a big risk.
They must be trading Kirk Cousins. They got 2 edge players.
That's what I'm saying. They got 2 edge players, man. These guys are high octane. The boys can fly, man. Hey, they can fly.
Kirk Cousins is on the move if they made this trade.
Kirk has to accept the trade, though.
Yeah, he will. He'll. If the Browns don't get Sanders, then he's going to Cleveland.
Kirk Cousins goes to the Steelers.
What's
He
that?
could, yeah.
That'd be a really good fit for him.
I think if the Chiefs were to trade back, I would think maybe New Orleans is the team that comes up to get Shador now.
Yeah.
Either them or the Browns, but the Browns are sitting at what, 33 or 34?
Browns are sitting, I think, at their
33.
33, I think. Hold on. Hold on.
So really, I mean, they're going to trade up 2 spots. I mean, I guess if there was some fear that they thought that the Saints were going to come up and jump them,
right?
Mm-hmm. Otherwise, you're just trading up 2 spots. It's not, the Chiefs. I don't know how much they're going to get for that. So, hell, even if it was like a 6th round pick for them to go down 2 spots, why not?
Mm-hmm. Right. So
the Ravens are on the clock now, right? Correct.
Yeah, they have not.
They're getting a guy from South Carolina, Joe Safety.
I think they would go Starks over Emanwari.
Well,
yeah. I mean, Will Johnson's out there,
but then again, you've got the Alabama thing at play too. Ozzie Newsome loves him some roll.
Mike Green is sitting there. Mike Green might be their pick.
Oh, they got Josh Simmons.
Did they?
No, I'm just messing with you.
You're just messing.
Come on, man. Come on. It's breaking news, man.
It's like 4 o'clock in the morning where Mango is. He's been staying up for all this.
I'm having heart palpitations.
Yeah, having heart palpitations. Hey, just when back in the day when the Chiefs sucked, and picked in the early stages of the first round and picked bust after bust after bust, you still got a charm position, Mango.
How in the hell did Lamar keep those guys around?
There it is.
The pick is in.
The 27th pick.
Dun, 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 dun.
Who they get?
I don't know. I'm waiting. Atlanta. James Pierce Jr. Baltimore selects Malachi Starks. There it is. Man, him and Josh Hamilton. Ooh. That's going to be wicked.
He went on my board. I don't think he was the best safety out.
He may not have been the best, but he's a good football player.
He's just a guy. He's just a guy.
He's a Raven.
He's a Raven.
Doesn't matter what number he was, unless they make a trade.
Well, so you got the Lions. You got the Lions, Commanders, and
that
Bills.
is a Raven all day,
all day long. That's so they got to be jumping for joy.
One of these edge rushers they got to take, right?
Who's that?
Green Ezeraku from Boston College.
Yeah.
I mean, if you really went down a little farther, maybe Landon Jackson if they were of a mind.
I think the Chiefs would take Green if he's sitting there.
I think the Bills are going to take Green.
They're going to take a corner.
Nick, do you want to go through all the picks again that are scrolling at the bottom?
Yeah. If you want to go from the beginning, Cam Ward goes 1, Travis Hunter goes 2 to Jacksonville. Abdul Carter goes to the Giants. Will Campbell goes to the Patriots. Via trade with Jacksonville, Mason Graham goes to Cleveland. Ashton Genty goes to the Raiders. And Armand Membu goes to you're going too fast. Kelvin Banks goes to New Orleans. Colston Loveland goes to Chicago. Mikael Williams goes to San Francisco. Tyler Booker goes to Dallas. Kenneth Grant goes to Miami. And Tyler Warren goes to the Indianapolis Colts, and probably the best fit pick that you can get. Jalen Walker goes to Atlanta. Walter Nolan goes to Arizona. Shamar Stewart goes to Cincinnati. Gray Zabel, the guy I wanted, goes to Seattle. Emeka Egbuka, another guy I wanted, goes to Tampa Bay. Jody Barron goes to the cornerback, goes to Denver. And Derek Harmon, the defensive tackle, goes to Pittsburgh. And then you got Marion Hampton, running back, going to the Chargers. Matthew Golden going to Green Bay. Donovan Jackson goes to Minnesota. And in a trade, Jackson Dart goes to the New York Football Giants. James Pierce in a trade with the Rams goes to Atlanta, and then Malachi Starks, safety, goes to the Baltimore Ravens.
That boy can cover, boy. That
Yeah.
boy Starks can cover, boy. And he can play the slot position. He can play the slot. Defense,
Yeah,
I ain't mad at Baltimore.
I just think you put him in center field and to hell with it, because I think the reason he slipped down, I think they had him playing more nickel and more in a cover position this year.
Yeah.
Whereas last year's tape, he would have been a top 10 pick for me.
Yeah, no, for sure.
But that's just a Raven. That guy.
Remember, TJ Tampa was hurt last year, so now he healthy.
So the Lions are on the clock. I think the Lions are going to take Amenora.
Gotta be edge rusher, right?
You think edge?
Well, Hutchinson should be good to go.
I don't know.
But that's but they really don't have anybody else really as like a true edge player outside of Hutchinson. So
I mean, look at the guys that are still. Will Johnson is still there.
Yeah.
Maxwell Harrison's still there.
O-line, D-line, Nick. O-line, D-line. Let's go.
Mike Green, Josh Simmons.
Ezeraku from BC. Those are your two.
I like Ezeraku a lot. Trayvon Henderson is there. Josh Connerly's there.
Don't need no run. They need some more. They need some another corner, and I'll say maybe a pass rusher for the Lions.
Yeah, pass rusher for sure.
There's gonna be a lot of debate if Simmons is there if Simmons is available for the Chiefs.
Now I don't see Nick from South Carolina getting past the Buffalo Bills.
No, they'll take safety or edge rusher.
Safety or corner or edge. Is a wide receiver still out there on the board?
I don't have a wide receiver on the board for a while. Jaden Higgins from Iowa State.
This is kind of Luther Burden area.
Yeah.
Luther Burden is still out there?
Yep.
Yeah, he's let's see.
Falling right to the Chiefs.
I don't think so.
Never know. It's what Indy Reid in a Bahamas shirt wants.
I mean, TJ Sanders, deep tackle, South Carolina, is there. Elijah Arroyo. I mean, there's some really good players.
How about Mason? I think Mason Taylor is sneak in here somewhere.
Yeah,
he could. I think. If Philadelphia is dangling Dallas Goedert, Mason Taylor rookie contract on that team.
They love Mason Taylor. Absolutely, Chiefs absolutely love this kid. They like him and the Texas tight end as well.
Gunnar Helm.
Did Baltimore did the Lions pick already? Or
nope. They are.
I think they're trying to trade.
No, the pick is in, so they have picked.
Oh, they can't pick in.
How you doing, Mango? You all right?
If they like, I mean, seriously, if they like Mike Green,
I don't know, guys.
You definitely want to take him. If they like Ezra, this is going to be an edge player. Got to be. I'm just trying to look at any other. But then again, hey, they took a linebacker in the first round a couple of years ago.
They don't need any more offense.
They took Jack Campbell. How about Jihad Campbell?
Yeah.
That might be too much value to pass up.
Hey, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna go sit and relax and go watch Joe on Netflix. If you ain't watched Joe on Netflix, it's gonna be the final season of Joe on Netflix.
That's how I read my article.
You mean you?
You. I call him Joe.
Well, I think that's his name. Yeah, but the name of the show is You.
But Joe with his little stalker head on.
How does he keep getting away with it?
I don't know how he keeps getting away with it. Hey, you.
Lions have picked. We'll see what they got coming up. We all think it's going to be a defensive player. Excuse me.
Wow.
Edge or Jihad Campbell?
Is it?
Well, 1 sec. We're going to have to. All right.
Click is in. They all look happy. Fired up. Look at Dan
They look
Campbell.
ecstatic.
What do you got, Bango?
Let's see. Here we go.
This guy down as a round one, but
The Detroit Lions have selected. Dun 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 dun. We don't know yet. There it is.
I want to hear one pick from Roger.
Tyleek Williams,
Tyleek
defensive
Williams,
tackle.
inside D line. That's
a good player too.
I had him going into the second round.
Yeah, me too.
That's a good steal there.
Interesting. Well, so what we're
that's a big man.
We don't think the Bills are going to take Simmons.
Well, I told y'all guys. See, everybody mock draft. Everybody list is different. You never know who going number one in the draft.
I mean, the Bills have to be ecstatic right now. They're going to get a very good defensive player.
Well, everybody at the end here, all the championship teams, all the teams that played in the divisional round are all getting much better.
Now, the guy the Chiefs pass on, everybody going to say, how did they let the Eagles get in?
Whoever the Eagles get, that's what you're going to hear.
So the Commanders is next, gentlemen. Who are the Commanders getting?
So Washington again. It's got edge rusher. I mean, that's just it's just a refrain.
What they need,
the common refrain here. They may go with one of the corners.
Hold on. Lou, is what's his name still on the board from Alabama, the linebacker?
Jihad Campbell. Yeah,
Jihad Campbell.
I don't know. They must not. The injury must be a thing. He was the one that had surgery. Like,
right. That's right. He's not going to be ready this year.
Was it like right after the combine?
They got. Let's see. You got Scary Terry. You got Debo. Who else they got as a receiver? You know, you got an old ass. You know, my boy. He's getting old tight end.
Diami Brown.
Now Diami Brown. What's the tight end name, Lou, for the Commanders?
Zach Ertz.
Zach Ertz getting older, so you know they still got to get some youth there.
Taylor. But they got it. I think they're going to go defense. They can score with the guys they have.
Nervous. You can't get nervous. You don't. Nobody get nervous.
So why do you think Will Johnson has slipped this far?
Well, I think that's it. I mean, he
didn't run.
I think the sense is that he has to play in a certain type of defense. So for teams that want to come up and press and whatever, I don't think that's really his strong suit.
So what you're saying? He's a good zone guy. He's kind of like a Richard Sherman.
He would be good for like the Eagles, right? In Vic Fangio's scheme.
Right now, how many DBs went off the board? I don't think no DBs went off the board except for one, right? Only one DB went off the board, right?
Well, you didn't count Hunter as a wide receiver, so you got to count him as a corner. So Hunter, Barron, and Stark.
Well, Stark said, don't talk about far as cornerback. Like, so
corners just
one off the golden board. One off the golden board. So. Well, we're gonna see.
Because so we're still at 4 on the gold board. Golden jacket. I need one more.
I don't know.
You said you need one more. Mike Green said, well, I tell you what, guys, the second round gonna be lit.
They said in Veach we trust.
Of course we do.
Let's see.
Do you? Then let him do his job
all day, every day.
So according to my source, the debate, if both are available, Simmons or Connerly, there is a debate as to which they might select if they are available.
So what you think, Nick?
Like I said before, out of all tackles, Connerly fits the zone scheme better than any tackles that's out there. Right. But you know what I mean. But can Andy Reid and Clark Hunt pull that trigger for the home kid once again? They're sitting there resting. He stayed in the shelter. He was,
they're gonna fool everybody. The hell with the offensive tackle. Okay, Screw that.
The Commanders are keeping their pick. Their pick is in.
Okay, come on. Who are they getting, fellas? Are we going defense?
And the Chiefs select Mason Taylor. Like, what?
I'm rolling. I don't know, man. Commanders, man. I don't know. Are they going defense or no?
They need to go defense, man.
I think they go defense. Yeah, I mean they could certainly use another receiver.
Yeah,
I think they take Campbell
if they really like Burden a lot.
Oh, that'd be a good fit.
Maybe Higgins.
Good fit.
So far, So far, who you guys got winning the draft so far?
Winning?
I think steals, got some steals, or
I think the Colts.
Yeah, I'm about to say the Colts.
I think I like the Charger. What the Chargers done. I like what Jacksonville did.
Yeah, I think my team, Arizona, we got Walter Nolan, but what we got right now, I think our front look nice. I definitely do. Well, the Bengals did good. Bengals definitely
did in. Will the Bills take the guy the Chiefs want?
Oh shoot!
Oh man, go ahead. A big sigh.
It's Josh Simmons.
The Washington Commanders have taken Tyleek. Oh, that's Detroit. Sorry.
Come on, Nick.
Do we have their pick?
Killing us.
Who's the pick? Who is
Josh Connerly Jr.,
Josh
offensive
Connerly.
tackle. Wow.
Well, guys, you might be getting Simmons then for the Chiefs.
O-line, D-line, baby. Don't fool around. I thought for sure they were going defense.
I already know where they're going, so just wait until he gets to the Golden Bowl.
So I think for the Chiefs, it's
are they
depending
down,
on what
are they down on
so it's either Josh
Wiley,
Simmons, it's either
Andrew
Josh
Wiley.
Simmons or Darius Alexander.
You know, I did, Kareem. I did my research, Kareem. I had to do my research. I was very disappointed because I wanted DB.
So that's taking Allegretti's job or Wiley's job.
Well, the Bills are on the clock, and it's a good. They need a safety. They need corner. They need a whole plan to beat the Chiefs in the playoffs.
I think this is our guy. This is our gold jacket. This is going to be Hairston.
Who for the Chiefs?
For Buffalo.
Oh,
I think they're taking Mike Green if they don't.
They're taking the Kansas City native. Kansas City native.
He had 17 sacks last year. He's 6'3", 251. Fifth best pass rusher in this draft.
Mike Green.
Yeah.
Yep. I like
and
Mike
then
Green.
The Chiefs will take Mason Taylor. This mess with everybody. Screw those Eagles.
Let's see. Bill's got 5 minutes on the clock.
So if the Eagles, if the Chiefs don't take the Chiefs don't take that safety from South Carolina, he's going to go straight to the Eagles. So that's what they need. That's the only key piece they miss. Missing on their team is a good safety. So yeah, I think that'll be a good fit there.
Yeah, I'm getting if they were trying to trade up for Starks.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the Bills wanted Tyleek Williams. That didn't happen. Well,
it's a big boy. Look at that.
It is a big Titan.
He would have been perfect for the Chiefs. Look at that footwork.
Yeah, I tell you.
Look at how long he holds his blocks. We haven't had a left tackle do that in forever.
Well, he got the thing about Conley Jr., man, he got his butt kicked by the guy that's still on the board. The kid from Michigan. Went to Green. What's his name? Green. I forgot the name. Mike Green kicked his butt at the Senior Bowl. Had that boy looking embarrassed out there. Picked him up with one hand, threw him back into the quarterback. I mean,
measure this, Mr. Senior Bowl. So measure this. So when a player loses in Senior Bowl, does it start go down?
Some do. You see why people falling down the board?
So I'm just saying now.
I think Green's the pick for the Chiefs.
Ooh.
Are the Bills to say screw it?
You said Green. You said Green, Nick?
Are the Bills say, you know what the Bills going to say? Are the Bills say, you know what? The Chiefs did it to us so many times. We're going to take Josh Simmons here.
If the Chiefs do get Mike Green, I wouldn't be upset. I wouldn't be upset.
There it is. I mean, they can't miss with any of those guys.
Okay.
Well, maybe Simmons is probably the only potential miss because of the injury. Again, listen, patella tendon, it's ruined a lot of careers. They say you can never be 100%. It wasn't a full tear. It was a partial tear. That makes a big difference. Mm-hmm. They don't need him to start right away. And
are you willing to use a first round pick on a guy with that type of?
Are you going to sign Karlaftis? Then maybe you don't need Green. They think they can get a running back in the second or third round and be productive. So I'm not too concerned about that.
The Bills probably take Maxwell Harris here. You know what I mean? That's the next best corner.
I think Harrison's the pick.
You think Harrison go DB? Go DB in this one?
Yep.
Maxwell Harrison.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be another. He's gonna be your fifth golden guy off the list here. Off the golden.
Yeah,
board.
it's either going to be Harrison or Campbell for the Bills, I think, unless they take Green.
Mike Green might be the steal in this draft.
Mike Green is really upset. They showed a picture of him. The pick is in. The Bills look. God, the Bills have a shit ton of guys in their war room. They got like 50 people in there.
They trying to get it right. They got to get it right.
I know, and crazy Bills be right there in the playoff. They be right there. So what's going to take them over the top, and what pick is going to take them?
Okay, Cleveland picks at the top of the second round, just so everybody knows.
Okay.
So they're 33. So if they're,
So I think if the Chiefs
if
trade
they're
with
in
the Bill,
fear,
the
if they're in fear of New Orleans coming up and making that trade to get Shedeur Sanders, then I could see Cleveland trying to maneuver. But otherwise, I don't know. I mean, it's really who else would be coming up?
I think this is what the Chiefs should do. I think
Las
they should trade.
Las Vegas, would they do it?
No.
And Chiefs are on the clock. Get that visual going.
New Orleans.
What's the pick for the Bills?
Do we know what the Bills are?
I'm getting it right now.
Here we go. Dun, 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 dun.
That damn Sky Sports. Come on. It's not fair.
All right. Chiefs are on the clock.
Ooh, Ursary look happy.
Don't hey guys, don't clench too tight.
Look at Ursary over there dancing. He's crying. Dude. I'm just playing.
So if Ursary doesn't go in the first round, Bo, how would you feel?
It's all right. It's a lot of guys
Pick
on my
is in.
Here we go. Talk to them. Talk. Man, who the Bills get?
I don't know. Their commissioner's got the card in his hand. It looks like a fan. A fan in a wheelchair.
The Buffalo Bills have selected.
What, Nick? You got it for?
No, I don't have it for us. I'm waiting.
Damn.
A Make-A-Wish kid is announcing the pick.
That's
the Chiefs traded out.
The Chiefs traded?
They've traded with the Eagles. Chiefs pick at 32.
Yep.
What
do they got? I hope they got like a third round pick or
Yeah.
something.
They got a fifth. I think fifth is something else.
Who were the Eagles afraid of?
Well, they're not going to take Simmons.
No, I mean, it's got to be like Jihad Campbell. I mean, who were? But they
Did
had
Howie
to be
Roseman
afraid.
feel sorry for the Chiefs?
They had to be afraid that somebody was going to jump them.
Who they get? Who the Bills get?
That's why I'm still waiting.
He's about to read it. Relax.
Man, you know what? I ain't gonna say nothing, Lou. Hey,
The kid is doing his thing.
The kid doing his
He's
thing.
in a
You're right,
wheelchair.
Maxwell Harrison.
Maxwell Harrison. They got
There you
Maxwell.
go.
Golden kid off the board.
Again, sometimes the old guy knows a thing or two.
Well, you didn't know. You know, my golden boards back here that had all the
There
guys.
you go. I got 5.
Here this dude.
Did I say 5?
Here the dude go. I picked him. My golden board. I
Five
stayed.
boards. But again,
Bonzi, that's a good pick for Buffalo.
Hold on. So what's the trade offer, Mango?
Say the words.
So they're going to give him like a 6th round pick?
Chiefs receive 32 and 164, 31.
That's a 5th round pick, right?
Is that a 5th round pick? 164?
I believe so.
That's a pretty good deal.
So the
So
Chiefs ain't
Maxwell
picking.
Harrison off the board. The Eagles are on
Wait,
the
did
clock.
they do it? Did they do a swap?
This way, yeah, they just moved one. They moved up one spot.
They moved that one, but did they do a pick swap with the later pick,
I don't
Mango?
think so.
It doesn't look like it.
Are they just getting that 5th round pick outright?
Well, that's gonna be a guy for that's gonna be a guy
outright.
Wow. Okay, sure.
Chiefs are going to trade to 32. The
You'll
Chiefs
do
are going
that.
to trade this pick.
You'll do that every day.
Yeah,
It's
the Chiefs are trading this
Move
pick to the Browns. You watch.
Move down one spot and get a 5th round. Come on, that's. I wonder. I would want to watch Howie's press conference. Like, I guess we'll see when they pick, but that just seems weird.
So guys in the comment section, how do y'all feel about this move with the Kansas City Chiefs? Like what are y'all thoughts on this move?
Hey, you pick up a 5th-round pick, and you still have your pick of 3 or 4 guys. Mm-hmm. And when they trade with the Browns to get the top pick in the 2nd round, and they pick up an extra 4 or 5, and Simmons will be the top pick in the 2nd round. Wow. Because the Browns are going to move up to take the quarterback.
Man, that dude fast as hell, bro. Boy, they got
or the Browns just say, screw it, we'll wait.
Oh my God, this dude's
because like I said,
New Orleans is calling the Chiefs
Nick,
right now.
That's the only one that you would have to worry about is New Orleans.
Oh, guys,
what happened?
We have another trade.
Patrick Mahomes has tweeted an emoji of the cool sunglasses.
Yeah.
Okay, so that tells us it's Luther Burden III.
What they're telling us,
sunglasses equal. Patrick.
No, he and Simmons are tight. It's going to be Simmons.
A target for Patrick, or it's Mason Taylor.
Can you explain how him and Simmons is tight?
They spent some time talking. They had some conversations in the offseason.
So how does that make them tight?
He wants him.
So let me ask y'all this: if the Chiefs do get Simmons, how would y'all really feel?
Is he worthy of the sunglass emoji?
I say,
come on, y'all funny, man.
Maybe
is he worthy of the shades?
Maybe they're taking the running back from Ohio State.
Maybe, man.
I would be happy if they took TreVeyon Henderson. Okay, I would be very happy.
Hey, if they get TreVeyon Henderson,
all right. So the Chiefs get 164 straight out. So that's beautiful.
So they get a
all right,
5th,
Howie.
Now they're just missing a 6th.
Howie doing Veach a solid, man.
And they could probably trade 2 of their 7s and a pick next year to move into the 6th round if they really wanted to.
Howie's fired up.
I told you guys the Chiefs were going to trade the 1st round pick.
Jihad Campbell. It's got to be
the 1st round.
Somebody that slid that you're like, oh my God, they let Howie Roseman get this guy.
Damn, boy.
And the Chiefs gave it to him.
So is the pick in, guys?
Yes, the pick is in.
Yes, the pick is in.
Come on, guys. We got 5 different stations on this panel.
Jihad Campbell, linebacker, goes to the Philadelphia Eagles.
Howie doesn't fool around. He's not going
to. That's a steal there. That's another golden kid off the board. Another golden kid off the board, guys. Hey, they flying left and right, man. The golden jackets are
okay. So we got
1st round.
Come on, talk to me.
Top guys available.
Mm-hmm.
Will Johnson. Campbell just went right. Mike Green, Josh Simmons, Nick Athan.
They got to go Nick.
Donovan Ezerico, Darius Alexander, TreVeyon Henderson.
Yeah, see, Will Johnson is really not their type of quarterback.
Well, if Patrick's tweeting, it's going to be an offensive player.
If they were to go corner, I would say Trey Amos from
it's an offensive guy.
I don't think they're taking him at this spot. So yeah, I'm saying Simmons, TreVeyon Henderson.
Yeah,
I think it's Henderson.
I think
so. Basically, anybody from Ohio State.
As I look, I think it's probably going to be Nick or Earth Reader.
Maybe Luther Burden.
No, there's some baggage with Burden. So I don't think it's going to be Burden.
I didn't hear anything. Only thing that I heard, everybody said he was a diva, but that's
he's got an entourage the size of the state of Texas.
And he didn't do no workouts either, did he? He didn't do none of the workouts. None of the nothing. So it's the same thing Marvin Harrison did last year. He didn't do none of the workout.
I mean, I like him in Yara too, so I'm all good there.
And look how that worked out for Arizona.
Mm-hmm.
Eagles pick is in. Chiefs are on the clock. I still say the Chiefs trade this pick.
Well, I would imagine they're open to it.
Mm-hmm.
All
right now, the New Orleans Saints and the Cleveland Browns are talking to the Chiefs for Sanders. I guarantee it.
You would think that would be the conversation at this point, that New Orleans would want to come. Hell, one of these other teams could want to be wanting to come up for somebody else that they think that won't last to their pick in the 2nd round.
Deion Sanders is working the phones right now.
What did you say? Deion's working the phones.
I think Deion Sanders is calling the Browns and saying, "Hey, go get my boy right now."
Yeah, okay.
Nigga said, what is going to do, sir? Get off our phone.
Unrelated.
All right, Prime.
Unrelated. The mumblings that the Rams might trade for Trey Hendrickson.
Well, they got the ammunition to do it now. They're going to give up that first round pick next year.
Yeah.
So the Chiefs are on the clock, guys. The Chiefs are on the clock. If you didn't know, the bell has rung.
They've been on clock for a minute, man.
They said, you know what? Even though we supposed to have been picking last for the first, this year, we're gonna trade and still take you because we supposed to be picking last. And with the last pick, I feel like they're gonna get Ursery. Maybe the guys in there.
The Chiefs let him. The Chiefs let Howie get Jihad Campbell. What are they doing?
Jihad Campbell was my favorite linebacker coming out this draft, man. I told you, I said it reminds me of the kid, the guy from 49ers, middle linebacker.
He's like a top, but he's like healthy. He's top 15 all the way.
Top 10, maybe. My board.
Maybe. Close. Yeah. I mean, anyway, either way, I mean, it was just a healthy.
Oh, guys, my heart's in my mouth.
What you say, man?
What is it? So what is your affinity with Josh Simmons here, Mango?
I watched him back when he was at San Diego State when he used to play right tackle, and then obviously followed him to Ohio State. So I just love nothing more for him to come to the Chiefs.
Okay.
All right.
So they're just now announcing as in the Eastern time zone. Evidently,
look at Roger with his
the internet here is so damn
slow.
Oh, guys.
What you got? What
Gordon
happened?
Schultz. Chiefs are staying at 32, expecting offensive line help for Patrick Mahomes. Please, for the love of God.
Who said that?
Jordan
I
Schultz.
swear he is clinching tough.
Jordan and the Chiefs are really tight.
Jordan's plugged into everybody. Yeah. Okay.
Good for Campbell.
This is where they go, Ariante Ursery, and we're all like, shit.
No, I'm not.
I don't think you can go wrong with Ursery. I don't think he's a first round pick.
Y'all just late to the party.
My thing of Bo was so high on Ursery. He's the first round guy. He said, it's first round. I'm just saying. But if the Chiefs do go O-line, He
was born, raised here to
just
protect
like FAU, just like FAU was. I mean, where the hell he's at?
You don't do that. He's in your backyard. You take him, man.
Yeah.
All right. The Chiefs have made their selection.
Here we go, guys.
All right, Mango. Don't give it away. Let's just put it up on there.
Jihad Campbell's just walking across the stage now. Come on.
All right.
I haven't seen it yet, if there's anything.
I mean, somebody gonna give it up. Somebody gonna speak watch.
No one say anything. I want to announce this if it is that.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Nick is in, guys. I know y'all nervous. Don't be
Mango said he's ready to say it. He gonna talk about the pick is in, guys. It's up to Mango.
Hence, you were banging the drum for Worthy last year. You've got to let me have this one if it happens.
Yeah, let them have it. Man.
Come on, how the hell they let Philadelphia get this kid?
That's Philly, man. Shit.
Philly. Oh my God, why is this taking forever?
Because it's the last pick, and the league is going to milk it.
The Chiefs were not going to take Jihad Campbell.
Well, obviously they weren't because they wanted him bad enough.
Why the hell didn't they just take him?
On the clock. I can't get nothing out of anybody. I'm trying.
For the last say, who you say it at one time, who you think they're going to take? 1, 2, 3.
Mason Taylor.
Nick.
Simmons. I'm gonna go with Simmons.
I'm sticking with
It has to be if it's offensive line.
It's one of two Ohio State players, no question about it.
Trayvon Henderson. Yeah, I would be pretty fired up if they.
Yeah, I would be okay with Henderson over.
I'm good with you.
It's probably Burton, man. It's probably Burton. Luther Burton.
It's not. Burton will not be a Chief.
You don't know that, Nick. So I'm just saying.
Wide receiver, O-line.
I told you Sanders is going to slip into the
whatever, Nick. Goddamn, man. I know Santa's like, damn, no first round money. That blows.
Guys,
Are you happy?
Uh-oh, what's up?
with the 30.
All right, so evidently that Philadelphia was trying to trade up for Campbell at 22 and
All
23
right,
and
Juice, what is it?
24.
Kansas City Chiefs have selected
With
That's on
the 32nd pick in the
Oh, see,
2025
we know who it is now.
NFL Draft, the Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, offensive tackle, Ohio State.
You did it, man. Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys! Y'all got it. Comment, guys. Y'all did it. Y'all got Simmons, man. Look at Bo.
Hey, whoever best man that can block. Hey, whoever the best man can block, get him out there.
Hey, bro, listen, because I just knew everybody saying Elf. It was okay. Bo over here won an Ursary. I mean, it's a good one.
I told you the best man.
got it.
Best man get on the
Well,
Yeah,
cross
yeah,
him off my board. Cross him off the board. Then he went to the Chiefs.
Hey, you doubted me, but me and Nick have been on this forever.
This is true.
Yeah.
Even though I didn't pick him in my draft today, just because I thought I would do a little shakeup, but listen,
job,
they've been on
though,
this
Nick.
guy a lot. Listen, here's kind of what happened in the offseason.
Wait a second. Didn't you have Burden going to the Chiefs?
Initially, like one of my first mock drafts.
Okay. No. And the written one, wasn't that?
No, I had Ibuka just because I wanted to change it up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Because I hadn't picked a wide receiver.
Gotcha. All right.
So clearly the Chiefs war room is very happy. But listen, they met with him. They met with him 3 times in the offseason, twice in person and once in a
Like
virtual.
the worst kept secret.
They were there at the pro day. They feel he's a top 10 player if healthy.
what's you the GM?
The medicals probably push him to October and November, and I think the Chiefs are okay with it. Let's see what Roger has to say.
God, I hope he says
Bonus time.
32nd pick in the 2025 NFL Draft. The Kansas City Chiefs select Josh Simmons, tackle, Ohio State.
Very business-like. Everybody's okay, fine. We got that out of the way.
Yeah, we went all show. We went all show. Now we about to get copyrighted at the end because of Nick.
No, sorry. 6'5", 273, 300 and what?
What a waste of a show.
317.
Copyrighted. Now we getting copyrighted because of Nick.
Right.
Hey, but you know what, guys? Honestly, the Simmons, I do like to pick Simmons. Healthy Josh Simmons would be awesome. Good pickup, man. Like, he gonna do wonders for y'all, though, for real. Good pickup.
Hey, they got the number 1 guy on their board. They got an
Yep.
extra 5th round pick. So now they got 1 in the 2nd, 2 in the 3rd. Their 2nd and 3rd picks are only 3 picks apart. They've got a 4th, end of 5th round, and 3 7s, so they could probably move into the 6th round.
Yep.
So I think they got the best of what they could get. Clearly, the Eagles weren't gonna take Simmons. They spent a lot of time with him. If he's healthy, he's their future left tackle. And then the free agent they signed Jalen Moore moves to right tackle next year. I still think they need to get a guard. I'm not going to be sold on Kingsley.
The big story is we don't have to fill the entire 5th round on Saturday.
Right.
The Chiefs have a pick now.
They have a pick.
So what they said, guys, that was round 1. Tomorrow,
Well, hold your horses. We've got something coming for you to put up, hence on the big screen.
I gotta go. Come on, man. Come on, I got.
I'm rushing.
Hold on, got one more thing to put up. All right. So again, the Chiefs have their guy. No big secret. This was the top choice for the Kansas City Chiefs. If the medicals pan out, it's a steal.
Get him a good knee brace and let's go, baby.
Yeah, get a good knee
Let's
brace,
go.
a good doctor. Fortunately, the Chiefs have a great medical staff, and I'm sure that they dissected this patella tendon. And again, if it was a full tear, then I would be concerned. But a partial tear, I'm less concerned. but nonetheless, do not expect him to be on the football field till October or November. And if he doesn't play this year, that's totally fine. For Shadir Sanders, probably the first pick tomorrow with the Cleveland Browns. That's kind of where I think he's going to end up.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, man. Well,
did you make a graphic? Did you make a graphic for that?
It's coming right now.
Do you remember? Do you remember a year where there was a guy that was probably the most spoken about prospect, right, leading up to the draft, and then doesn't go in the first round?
Yeah.
I mean,
damn, that's crazy,
every
bro.
single show, that was the lead story.
Yep.
Every single day, that was the lead story. Forget about Cam Ward. Hey, he's the first pick overall. Little or no conversation. It was all about Shador every single day.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to talk a lot more about this tomorrow when we come on at
we are. We got our left tackle, boys.
Maybe we'll do it short tomorrow.
Hey,
as
Mango, congratulations, Mango.
Yes.
You got your guy, man. Hey, hence, I think 5 of your guys got off the board. Good job with that, man. Perfectly understood. But Urshi probably wasn't the pick. Or Urshi, you right? Urshi probably wasn't the pick for them. All the McDonald's, Burger King visits and shit didn't work. So you know what I'm saying? But you got Josh Simmons.
Hey, if Urshi falls to the bottom of the second round, I'm drafting his ass too.
Hey, I agree with that one. I agree.
Yeah, I'm definitely drafting him. All right, the Chiefs, with the 32nd pick, get Josh Simmons after making a trade with the Philadelphia Eagles, which will give them a 5th round pick to move one slot. The Chiefs were in no danger of losing Simmons. Again, we've just dissected the patella tendon injury. We'll just have to see. The Chiefs head coach Andy Reid and Brett Veach will be speaking to the press here shortly. So we'll kind of get their spin and their take on it. But listen, I trust Brett Veach. This is a guy who was very high on their board, a guy that heavily scouted, before the injury. And so
they didn't have to give anything up to go get him. They actually
they gain a 5th. They get their guy in. They get a 5th round pick.
They actually got an extra pick. On top
now that 5th round pick turns into a superstar, it's going to be a hell of a
not even a superstar, but somebody that contributes and is a player. Yeah. Come on now.
Yep.
So next tomorrow the Chiefs pick what 63 and 66, right?
And 95.
63. And 95. No, tomorrow they pick 63 and then 66 in the 3rd round. So yeah, right. 63, 66, and 95, right?
Well, that's the 2nd and 3rd rounder tomorrow.
Yeah, sorry. My bad.
So 63,
66 and 95 at the moment.
Yeah. Right. Yes.
Yeah.
So tomorrow, guys, 5:45, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
All right.
Yes.
Peace out, everybody.
Down, 6 to go.
Appreciate you. 1,893 people were at one point on the show. We appreciate you. Want to thank Underdog Fantasy again. Scan right here.
Every one of you subscribe. We'll love you.
Yes, please subscribe.
Hey, Lou, you stayed up.
I did.
Pass
I did
your
not.
Mango's the one who stayed up. I'm glad it was worth it, buddy.
I did have to use the restroom once, and I got myself a little Diet Coke, a little jolt. So yeah.
Well, it's just one thing that came out good at this. Josh Simmons is a fan of the Chiefs Blitz.
So that's right. So
maybe we can reach out to him and get him on.
Maybe we can get an interview with him.
Let's cash that ticket.
Come on, cash that ticket.
Hey, let's cash the ticket and tell us why you love being the Chief, man.
That's right.
That's awesome. All right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow.
Sleep well, Mango.
Chiefs Blitz podcast where the real fans unite. Every touchdown scored, we ignite the night. From tailgate chatter to post-game debate, we love our Chiefs, yes, never too late.